Why it doesn't count? Ooh. Okay. It's weekend. As I remember last weekend, we didn't have many people here. Let's see what's going on today. Akash, did you check the other rooms today?
Hey, hi. What you said?
Hey,
Sorry?
man. How is it today in for talk? Are there people?
No, I just joined actually. I
You
just
just
joined
joined.
and joined your. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Why? What happened? Something here?
No, I also just joined. So I was just asking if you were
Okay.
here.
No, no, no. I was not here. I just joined. Uh,
Okay, so we
Why people are
don't.
not joining?
I don't know. I mean, last week it was not good at weekend. Uh,
Mm,
doesn't mean it will be the same. But since I just joined, I don't know what will happen. Okay. You have AK, Abraham, and Butterfly, and Jack.
Hey, hey, hello.
Hey, hey, hello, Abraham.
How are you?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm very good, man. Thank you. I think it's very good.
Cool, cool.
Yes, cool, man.
So, did you check the title?
Yes, I checked the title. It sounds very interesting to me. So,
Well, we need such people who are interested in the title. So,
yeah, man.
do you want to
What
ask
do you
any
want to talk
questions?
about?
Because I like to talk about.
Okay, so let's start. What do you want to talk about? About religion, God, different beliefs.
Yeah, like we mostly start by asking, do you believe in God? If you believe, which God? And then why? Or if you don't believe, why you don't believe? So then,
I mean, I grew up as a Christian, right? So I used to go to the church and stuff for almost 20 years. Now I'm not going no more because I don't like some stuff from the church. You know what I mean? In terms of how the church works and stuff. But I believe in God, yes, not as like monotheism. You know what I mean? I believe that there is a one energy, someone up there, right? It's called God. From is God. From other people is they have other name, right? So I
for
think
example, what name?
uh, the others name from the other religions, you know, like Allah, for example, or
Ah,
I don't
okay.
know, Shiva. Yeah, yes, what I mean, yes.
Got it.
So then I think it's the same for me, my opinion. You know? It's the same figure, right?
I don't
Because all
know.
the religions are going to the same direction to their the devotion of their God. That's what I think.
Actually, I am a new here, so what's happened here? Can you tell something?
If you're new here, you should
What?
shut up a little bit. You should check what's going on, what people are talking about. Then, if you're
Sorry.
interested in the topic, then you can join, okay? You don't need to interrupt like that. You can be new, but you have brain. You can join. You can just look around. You can listen. Then you can decide what's going on. Sorry, it was not for you, Abraham. So I
Okay.
got you. You're born as a Christian and you believe a God exists. So why do you believe a God exists?
That's a very good question, actually. I mean, because of course, I mean, when you grew up as a Christian or in other any other religion, right? You got some, let's say, some beliefs, right? also your parents or in the church, you learn something from the prayers and stuff. So this knowledge, yeah, helps you to maybe understand that there's a God. And secondly, because I mean, there is something that I cannot explain in, let's say, logic terms. No, it's just a feeling. I feel like God exists when I pray, for example, and when I feel alone, sad, right? I feel someone is with me. You know what I mean? For example, to my goals, right? I have a lot of achievements, and I think it's because I pray, because God helped me. You know what I mean? This is what I feel. Maybe something about my mind, right? Maybe just my
Most
imagination.
likely.
But
Most likely.
yeah, could be. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not like away to this possibility, right? I cannot say no,
Hmm.
but I mean, it's about feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And as we know, feelings can lead wrong conclusions. So the one that you have can also lead to the wrong conclusion. So maybe there's no God at all, but you have some feelings about, something, and you just want to name it as God. That's very possible. Since we don't have good evidence or better evidence than just feelings. Because, like when you say, oh, you know what, I have feelings. Okay. That doesn't mean necessarily it was right. But yeah, definitely you had some feelings. But that doesn't necessarily mean there was something outside and you correctly guessed what that was. Maybe it was not even coming outside. Maybe it was just your imagination, as you said. So your imagination can also cause some feelings, right? For example,
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
you can right now think about your the worst nightmare right now, and you may even get you know afraid of it, right? Those are also feelings, emotions, right? But that doesn't mean like whatever that you were dreaming or imagining right now is real. That doesn't mean, but still you have the feelings.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. That's why, because I mean, believe me, I'm now 32 years old. So all my life, I've been question myself about all these things, right? So what I say about my imagination, because yes, I mean, in terms of the science, yeah, or psychology and stuff, right? This is coming from our mind, our imagination, delusion, whatever it is. But about what I feel is something like it's not, you can explain. You know what I mean, with science. It's something I called maybe supernatural. Could be. Um, I don't know. I remember I also had experiences. Supernatural experiences, right?
Mm.
Like for example, I saw like how can I say, like revelation, like a vision, right, about what's happening tomorrow, and then it happened. I don't know how to say in English, like prediction, premonition,
Yeah,
yeah,
you can
something
say
like this.
prediction.
Yeah, prediction, right? Yes, exactly. So it's I mean, I've been up for I've been through different supernatural things that also make my believing stronger. Know what I mean?
Yeah, but I have
uh,
a problem when you say that it was supernatural. How can you confirm that it was supernatural? Because we humans can predict things, and we don't say that it was supernatural, right?
no, but I mean, about prediction is not normal. For example, I'm talking about like a specific thing that's gonna happen, in a specific time.
Yeah,
Is that natural?
like when we say, "Oh, like there will be rain at 3 o'clock in the afternoon," so that is supernatural. That's also a specific
No.
prediction, right?
Yes, no, but that's predictable because of course there's calculations, right? That you
Mm-hmm.
cannot where it's going to rain. Know what I
Okay.
mean?
Well,
But
you
talking
you can
about
also
specific,
randomly guess without calculating. For example, if I tell you, "Hey, man, just can you get like think about a number in your mind between 0 and 10." If I guess it correctly, there's no calculation here, right? And there's a chance that I can correctly guess that. But should I call
yes,
it
exactly,
supernatural?
exactly. Uh, not necessarily, not necessarily.
Yeah.
But for example, let me give example. For example, one time I was thinking about something. It was happened to one member from my family. So then it was a specific thing, the specific day. I was a kid, yeah. So I told my mom what's gonna happen, in terms of day and like a movie, you know what I mean? Like mom, I was kind of dreaming, but I was awake and I saw pictures in front of my eyes, and this exact situation that is no way you can predict it, you know what I mean? Because
No
there
way.
was a lot of details. I think there's no way to predict that. I think maybe I'm wrong, of course.
Okay, can you just repeat it? What was that thing that you predicted?
A specific situation to one member of my family.
Oh, is it personal? Do you want to share
No,
it?
yeah, of course, it was a uncle. He was about to have a I mean, I saw him. I was a kid, no? But it was like a movie, right?
You were a
So I
kid.
saw him. Yes, it was I was seeing like a movie in real life. You know what I mean? It was like a vision, yeah, revelation. And I saw him having an accident, and and I understood that it was going to happen the next day, right? So I told to my mom that, and my mom didn't believe it, because I mean I was like 7 years old, and the next day these things happened exactly how I saw it in my vision.
Okay, well, what about the other details? So you just mentioned about the accident. It was a car accident or
No, there was a accident in the public transport.
public transport. So he was in the public transport and
Yeah,
but he was not driving, right?
no, he was like on the bus. Yes.
Okay, in the bus. And you
Uh,
had seen that exactly the way that it happened. But you were not there. How do you know what happened exactly?
Not because, of course, I mean, the next day I went to the hospital to visit our uncle, and then my mom told to my uncle what I saw, right? Because he survived to this thing, right? It was an accident, but he was okay. He got
Mhm.
some, I don't know, some bruises and stuff,
Thanks
but he was
God.
pretty much okay. Sorry?
Thanks God he survived, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks God. Thanks God. He survived. He was okay. But then when I told him what I saw, he was shocked because he was like, "How do you know that?" Know what I mean, how do you know the exact thing happened to me? And I mean, I was a kid. Know what I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
and things like this, things like this. Maybe you're right. Maybe it could be just a causality or
Okay,
casuality. You know what I mean? Maybe.
it can be other things also. So you were a kid, okay? And if your mom also doesn't understand how logic works, okay, or how, you should look at what happens properly if she's not able to do that, if she was not able to do that. So people can misunderstand, misinterpret a lot of things, okay? People look and they can believe what they want to believe also. So what about this? What if your uncle was already in a shock because he's already in the hospital, he was about to die, and your mother is saying, you know what, this kid knew what was gonna happen. Okay, this is another shock for a person in a hospital who survived, okay? And maybe at that time, your uncle was just going with the story, like he was just saying, "Oh yeah, this is how exactly happened." So maybe he couldn't remember even what happened exactly because of the shock. Maybe he just approved what you said because that story was so, shocking for someone, right? Like someone's kind, you know what, this kid can see the future. That's shocking for people who, especially for believers. So maybe he just went like, oh, okay, yeah, this is how exactly happened. Maybe it wasn't like that. Maybe it was very different, or maybe it was similar. So I can't say something certainly right now because I couldn't witness what happened exactly. But sometimes people just read the things the way that they believe, and they exaggerate a lot of things you even don't understand, and you were a kid, maybe you couldn't understand, maybe your mom exaggerated a lot and now you remember it, incorrectly. So there could be a lot of things. So to be able to confirm that like there are such things, it should be consistent, right? there should be a way to test such things. Let's suppose you have such a power, okay, and you can use it anytime you want. Then that could be testable. Then we could say, wait a second, now this is working in a weird way. We cannot explain this, with our current understanding. Even in that case, that doesn't mean it's God or it's divine, but at least it's something different. But what you're telling me, it can be just some feelings going around, and some people are exaggerating, and some people just misinterpreting the case and accepting what you said. This could this could happen. This is very possible. But again, like, to be able to believe or start to believe, at least my requirements are more than what you had witnessed or what you have lived through. I need consistency, right? If someone's claiming that, hey, I can see the future, okay, so I will write number on my paper right now. This is future for you. I didn't write it, but I will write it. So if you have such powers, I think then you can guess correctly the number on the paper. So we can just repeat it again and maybe even again. So okay, now you have some special powers. I can believe in that. But if it's just happening randomly out of your will, then it might be anything else.
I agree. Totally agree. Totally agree. No, these supernatural events that happen to me in different times of my life. It's been, yeah, of course, randomly, and it doesn't happen under my will. You know what I mean? Yes. So totally agree on that. And I don't have also, as I told you, any explanation. You are very right about what you are saying. I totally agree. But it just happened to me, you know. So yes,
I see. So thanks
pretty
for
much.
sharing your experience.
I don't think. Thank you for listening.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Do you believe in God, philosopher? No, I don't believe in any God. Rajul.
Do you not believe in any God?
Yeah, I don't believe
Not
in
at
any
all.
God. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Even not knowing like someone above you, not
No,
go like anything.
no, anything.
Okay, okay,
But when people say energy, I can have an answer for that.
okay.
So some people say, you know what, I believe there is some energy. Like, it's not belief for me. I know that there is some energy above me and it's burning me right now. I want to shoot at the sun. It's so powerful. It's really big source of energy. It's so hot. So that's definitely existing out there, and it's not even belief. I know that there is such an energy above me,
Yeah, that's very right. That's very right.
and there are bigger powers also in this universe.
And question: what do you believe in, or who do you believe in?
Okay, that question doesn't make any sense to me because either you believe a God exists or you don't believe a God exists. That's all. I don't believe a God exists.
No, no. My question is, who do you believe? I mean, where do you put your trust on, for example, in your life? You know what I mean?
But what? It depends on the topic.
Mm-hmm.
So now tell me what is the topic, then I can maybe answer. When it comes
No, I mean,
to what?
because for example, one of the reasons I believe in God, right? As I told you, yeah, because of what I feel, because the way I, because about what I was taught, yeah, about God and stuff. But also because I think I need it. You know, it's my motivation to get all my goals and stuff, right?
Oh, for
When I
motivation.
feel, yeah, for motivation, yeah, I could say, yeah, that's right.
Oh, for motivation, I think I depend on myself. Like, I try
Okay.
to motivate myself, or maybe I check some people on YouTube, and then it can also give me some motivation. Uh Yeah. But if it's about something else, you know, I use other things.
That's very right.
Yeah. For example, if you like when people feel alone, right? That's the famous question.
For
They
example,
pray to
if
God.
you
Oh, there's an
like
echo.
when people feel alone. Sorry,
The
there
echo.
was like an echo, right?
Okay, now
Yeah,
it's
it
better,
was
I
like
think.
that's okay, right?
Yeah, now it's okay. So when people feel alone, they pray to God. When I feel alone, I do things that I enjoy. Okay, then I forget that problem. Or if I'm so moody, I come here. I discuss with people, and I enjoy the time, and my mood changes. As I said, it depends on the topic.
Mm, that's nice. I love it.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be God. Like some people cannot solve all the problems with the God. Even if you believe in God, there will be problems unsolved in your life. That's the case for all people. Some people, yeah, have really great trust, but even that is not enough, right?
That's right, also.
Yeah, and then like I prefer to depend on something that really exists in such cases, not something invisible. So people go to church, they pray to someone, okay? Maybe there's no someone, maybe there's no one listening to you. Sure, definitely people in the church, your friends or relatives, they might be listening you at that time. That can be also support, but that support doesn't come from the God, it comes from your environment. And again, like you can go and share your problems with your friends. Maybe you can get help from your friends. Or again, you should stop depending on someone and standing on your own feet and try to solve your problems and become better at solving your problems in your life. Do I believe in science? Science is not a religion. Science is a methodology. Science exists. We know that science exists. It's not a matter of belief. But when it comes to scientific statements coming from scientific field, yeah, I mostly believe, yeah. I trust science because science is testable, science is not dogmatic, and science can be, you know, check fact by other people, by different individuals. It doesn't depend on one sect. People can question, people can reject the claims, and they can test, check by themselves. No, you don't test Big Bang Theory, you just check what leads to that hypothesis. It's a theory and very well accepted by, but right now, nowadays, people are questioning even Big Bang Theory. So, and that's the beauty. So, you can't question things in religions like this. You look at the evidence, you think, oh, okay, probably it's leading there. That might be wrong. And science just show that, okay, like they knew something wrong and now they have different opinions. And it depends on the new observations, new tests, or different things. So that's why it's trustable. It's not dogmatic. That's why it's trustable. And sure, like there are things that we believe in science which are false. Definitely there are. But again, if you know, study or if other scientists care about it, they say, oh, wait a second, there's a problem here. And here is the evidence. So that's the goodness of the science. Okay, hey man, you should talk to the mic. Okay, I can't read all the time what you're typing. My eyes are weak today, and I'm not using my glasses right now. And my laptop is far from my side a little bit. These questions we heard all before. Which questions you're talking about, Scamchan? Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Yeah, other people. According to Islamic belief, Allah didn't emerge from non-life. Oh, what's the topic here? People have different topic in the chat box. Oh, testing Big Bang. Yeah, yeah. And we are learning, right? Day by day, we are learning. We are getting information about the universe. Science explains how it works. That doesn't mean it explains perfectly, but it's always improving, right? Where is the evidence? Okay. Hey, Cash, what's the topic here, man? I can't read. Can you help me?
No, he was life. What he was saying, Raj? Just give me 1 minute. Let me read. How
Okay.
life emerge from non-life? That was the question actually from his side.
Come again?
How did life emerge from non-life?
Okay, let's suppose aliens created life from non-life.
Now after that he says like according to Islamic belief, Allah did not emerge from non-life.
Okay, yeah, but we don't care about that. As someone
Yeah, we don't
said,
care about specific beliefs, no? That's the thing.
yeah, when you believe in something, that doesn't mean it's true.
The primary source of evidence is the Quran itself. The
It doesn't
primary
mean
source of
Quran
evidence
is
is
true.
the Quran itself.
You can't
which
prove
Muslim
Quran with
belief,
Quran.
which Muslim belief to be direct word of God. Muslim believes in Muslim Pacific religion who believe it. That's a belief. You said only it's a belief.
Yeah.
Hey Jack, where are you? You always wanted a Muslim guy.
But the Muslim guy's not talking.
Where do you want me to be? I'll be anywhere you want.
Yeah, the Muslim guy is saying something. See in the chat box.
Yeah, but I want him to talk.
Uh,
I don't want to talk to a
hey,
robot.
yeah, please open your mic. Jack will destroy your
Yeah, I've got some very
existence.
important news. Very, very important.
Okay, like if you're asking Akaz, yeah, he's an atheist, man. Are you, by the way? Like, wait a second, I'm not sure. Akaz, you're an atheist, right?
Yeah, I'm an atheist, but not a
Okay,
hardcore atheist. I don't
I want to speak to a
give
Muslim.
a active claim.
you're not like Jack. We know that, yeah.
Yeah, not at all. No.
I want to speak to a Muslim. Is there any Muslims in the room?
Yeah,
You,
please,
s-
Muslim people,
you scared
come on.
them. And look that they're
Nah,
living.
bullshit. I've been quiet for 20 minutes. How can I have scared them?
Yeah, he was here for 20 minutes. When you say I need Muslims, he just left.
Oh, then they ran
Yeah.
away. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, that means I can't win.
Yeah, Muslim
Anyway,
people, where are you guys?
Look, if I don't get to speak to a Muslim, I'm going to have to speak to fucking Phil and get his take on it. I really need to know.
need to know what.
Well, if a dog pisses in a mosque, what happens?
I think people try to clean it.
It's a open challenge from Jack's side. Anyone, any Muslim, please come in. It's an open challenge.
So, Phil, you're saying it's okay for dogs to piss in mosques? Is that
It
what
doesn't say it's okay. They clean it. That means that this is not okay.
yes, that's okay, right?
I mean, it's not okay. They clean the place.
Yeah. So, but what they do is let the dog go in. It has a piss, and then they just clean it, right?
I hope they're not doing anything bad to the dog.
Well, unless it's a black dog.
Oh, oh really?
But anyway, I haven't
Look at the
finished.
collar. Oh my god.
But I haven't finished. We're only getting to the crux of it now. My next question is, what do you do if a human pisses inside a mosque?
I don't know the difference, man. If you know, you can share.
Well, you don't know the difference between a dog and a human.
No, I don't know the difference. What they do.
Oh, well, you let the human piss in the mosque. You let him piss in there.
I'm not letting anyone to piss in any
No,
mosque.
you have
It's
to.
not my job.
Muhammad said, if someone pisses in the mosque, just let him piss in the mosque. That's what Muhammad said.
I'm really sorry, Mr. Jack, for interrupting.
Yeah, please interrupt.
You already
Uh,
did.
yeah, like I'm actually a Muslim, right?
Okay.
But I'm not I'm not calling myself like you know, a quite knowledgeable person in my, religion, but I know a little bit
Mm-hmm.
actually. Regarding the, you know, the P actually,
Mm-hmm.
we consider it as something dirty, okay? Like that's why you got a specific place to throw it out, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
toilet. There was a specific situation or circumstances. There was a guy, right? It was like this guy haven't known yet about it's actually not something good to do. Like, okay, you cannot do that in a mosque because a mosque is a holy place. Like it's a place for worshiping God. So you cannot be inside the mosque. But
Well,
at the
that's not what Muhammad said. Muhammad said, let him piss.
sir, listen, I haven't finished my word. You're right. There was a hadith about that. Hadith means something which is like from person to person in the generation. Like people keep this story or the word so people can know what really happening at that time, right? And the reason why the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, let that guy, pee in the mosque because that person was, he haven't known it yet. And if he immediately said to him, like, you cannot do that, like immediately, he will move and he haven't done his activity, right? And it will get worse. So the pee will spread every single where. So in this point, like he's very wise. He let that person do his activity until the end, and at the end of the day, like he's gonna tell he told him about it's not actually something that people supposed to do. So I think you got a wrong, writing material when
Oh,
you
so
say
Muhammad was wrong. So
no.
Muhammad was wrong?
No, sir. Like he's letting that person finishing the activity. Like
Yeah,
he let
that's right. So Muhammad was right then. He let him piss in the mosque.
no, sir. Like it was because that person didn't know yet. So that person, like,
No, that's not what the hadith said. You're lying.
no, no, sir. Like you gotta read
I've got
the.
the hadith here. I've got the hadith here. Do you want me to read the hadith or do you want to read it?
Just copy
Uh,
paste as always. Okay, now we have it. Yep.
okay. A desert Arab, the Badui. It means people from like remote area, those who don't have that much knowledge about which is right, which is wrong. Like they're just doing it based on what they want, right? But
No,
that's
the companions of Allah message said, stop, stop. So they told him to stop, right? And
don't.
then Muhammad said, no, let him go. Don't interrupt him.
Yeah,
Leave him alone.
You know what's the, you know, the what
You're just
the
glossing
lesson?
over that part, aren't you?
No, Mr. Jack. The lesson was at that time.
The
he let-
lesson is let him have a piss.
No. It means he let that person finish his activity.
That's
And
right.
in
Yeah,
other,
let
yeah,
him piss in the mosque. That's right, exactly.
no. It's because if you're not letting him finish his activity, he probably haven't finished it.
Well, hang on. Well, why did he piss in the mosque in the first place?
Because that person, you don't see the redaction at, you know, in the very first beginning, you know, text. A desert Arab, a Badui, it means like someone from remote area where they have, you know, like
It doesn't say that.
they're not knowledgeable. Okay.
It doesn't say that.
Sorry, what?
It doesn't say a Bedouin.
Oh yeah, I mean, in another word, it is.
Oh, okay. So you want to add words to it to make it sound like it's okay. I
Also
see.
known
I
as,
noticed that. I
I-
noticed you
I'm
told it.
trying
You
to.
can't trick me. You can't add words to the text to make it sound it's okay. Look, Muhammad said it's okay to piss in the mosque. Let him finish. Okay. You
Okay.
said a Bedouin. It doesn't say a Bedouin came in, right? So you lied there, right? So, and people said stop, stop, and then Muhammad stood up and said, no, let him finish having his piss.
Yeah,
So
he's doing the right thing.
either Muhammad's wrong or you're wrong.
No, he's doing the right thing. Why?
Okay, so
I'm
Muhammad's
gonna let
doing
you.
the right thing by letting him have a piss, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know.
Okay, so it's okay to piss in the mosque then.
No. The mosque back then is not what the mosque right now, as you're, you know. It's
Oh,
not.
okay. Well, what's the difference between the mosques back then and the mosques today?
Let me tell you something, sir. Like back
No, you tell me
there,
what's the difference between the mosques back then and the mosques today.
they
Answer my
were
questions now. I let you talk. Now it's your turn to answer questions. What's the difference between the mosques then and the
no,
mosques
wait.
today?
You're just
No,
making.
I'm not doing anything. You're not answering my questions. You're trying to
You
filibuster
keep interrupting me,
and trying
sir.
to change the story to
You
make
don't
it
let me
sound better
speak.
than what it is.
You laugh at me. You don't let me speak.
I'm
You don't.
not laughing at you. I'm asking you to answer questions.
Okay, I'm letting you know, right? Like, can you listen
No,
for
you're
me?
not letting me. You're not answering questions. You're doing the opposite to what you're saying.
Because you don't want to listen to me.
I'm
No, you
listening.
don't
Tell
get.
me what the difference between the mosques are from back then to today.
Uh, okay. Back then, like they're praying in the ground, right? So there is no something you call tiles. So to clean it, you just have to pour some water on it, and it's clean. It's different to nowadays where you got cement, you got, you know, tiles or whatever. When you're like pouring the water will not be absorbed because it's not a ground, right? But back then, the reason why he let that person finish the pee is because it make it easier for them to cleaning it, to clean it.
You're making it worse for yourself.
No, it's not my explanation. It's the fuller explanation. I'm just, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
read.
yeah. You're trying to come up with some bullshit answer to make it sound good, and you're making it sound worse.
No, I'm just telling you what I know.
No, you're telling me. I know you're telling me, and everybody's laughing at you.
No, you're the only one who loves. That's
Oh,
the
don't you worry.
funniest
It's on
thing.
YouTube, and they're laughing at you right now.
Yeah, whatever. I'm trying to explain, but you're the one who keep acting. Everyone can see that, okay?
Yeah,
So at
you're just
least
embarrassed because people pee inside the mosques.
No,
we have a
you
good
read.
lesson here. Hi,
Don't
Jack.
only read
If
one
one
thing.
day someone tries to piss at your home, don't bother the guy because he can ruin all the place. Just let him finish. Then do whatever you want. If you want to clean, then clean. Okay. That's the good lesson out of this. Maybe that's enough. Okay.
That's enough. Thank you for having me.
Mm.
You were welcome for me.
See how they run away, Phil?
Or Pinkie Pie. I'm sorry, like I was late. I was on the phone. Pinkie
Mhm.
Pie. Okay, time to recreate.
Yeah, recreate.
Oh, I forgot one thing. One thing important. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. So that was a useless one. Jack, as always, he wants to enjoy, and I believe he enjoyed. But for the audience, oh, fighter, welcome.
Hello,
Hello.
what's up?
What's up, nigga? What's up? Yeah, what I was saying that this story is useless. Like, if something happened like that, so what you can do while someone is pissing? Will you beat? If you beat, he will keep pissing. So what? You should wait. Then you can say don't do that or whatever you're supposed to do. It doesn't mean okay, guys, you can come here and you can piss. That's free. No, it doesn't mean that. I hope you didn't have a ban, fighter, but it's good if some people are watching on YouTube. Mohammed, welcome, Mohammed. Okay, adios, Mohammed. I don't hear you. We have Summon Ahmed. Okay, he also left. There are many people. I have disconnection or what? Hi, Lola. No, my internet is working. Hey, N, you're just talking, man. Hey, speak up. Did we have a chat before? You're just entering. It's funny on YouTube. I don't know. When I'm taking some small breaks, yeah, I put my headphones and I listen through my phone. Okay. Okay, people. The title says God, which, why? And as you see here, also we have subtopics. You are not supposed to answer those questions, but other topics are related to God. So somehow we may start talking about God, your belief. It can be inevitable. WrestleForge, Elamin, Ishet, can. Okay, no one is speaking. No one, no one. Okay, this guy is just joining and not saying anything. Hey man, at least you can type something. Are you listening? In.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, what do you call yourself a philosopher?
Why do I call myself philosopher?
Yeah,
Okay, because I'm a sober philosopher.
philosopher.
Yeah.
I see. Oh, you just made me guess. I appreciate it. I just I have some questions to ask you. It's about life, love.
It's
I just
about
wanted
what?
to know. I just have a few questions in my mind that I just wanted to know the answer.
What's the first question?
The question is, what is love actually? I doesn't mean. The love that we get, that we attract from another gender. Is that come from like knowing them, or it just about the beauty, or it just about? Do you understand my question? What I actually want to say?
Are you saying something or you want to ask a specific question?
Okay, let me type it down in the chat.
But it can be better. But you should be aware of the topics in this room. If you're asking a question out of these topics, it won't be welcome here. You should know that.
Okay, all right. That's out of a topic. It's not related to life or morality. No, it's out of a topic. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. It's like going to a shop where they only sell ice cream and you're saying, hey, you know what? I want to buy some cookies. Nancy. Sky. Where's the sky?
Yep, hello.
Hello, it's a ship. An old one.
Yeah.
Berlin. Mohan. Mr. Black Clouds. This is the cloud from Lost. Mohammed Mahmoud. He want to know how love comes. Yeah, but he was on the wrong place.
Hey, what's up?
Hey man, welcome.
Yeah. Do you believe in God?
Do I believe in God? I don't.
Why? What's the reason?
Because I don't see good evidence to start to believe a God exists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you believe that there is a purple alien who has 55 dicks? I think he left. I don't have speaker now. Speaker? What do you mean? Okay. Think he wants to say sad Mick. Maybe. Okay, everything is different. Today there are people, they're not speaking. Sometimes we don't have people, therefore no one is speaking. Sometimes we have just a few people and they're just speaking. Every day is different. Okay, what about the people on YouTube right now? I see a lot of people. Maybe some people want to join. They can join. We have these topics which are written here on the screen right now. God, atheism, agnosticism, moral. And the main questions are, do you believe in God? Which God and why? If you're an atheist, you should skip which question. Yeah, they randomly join. No, all of them. I don't think Mr. Black Cloud is here just randomly. I don't think so. And Muhammad Mahmoud, I have some suspicions. No, 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 no. We don't need Jack. We don't need Jack. Oh my god, the audience wants Jack back. No, 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 I disagree. I mean, when you say we, I don't know how many of you guys, but I'm not included. Oh, he's here. Jack, many people wanted you to be here, and I said, no, I don't want.
I heard it in a dream, and my dream came true, and therefore I'm a prophet. Okay.
Oh, that was the guy from, I don't remember, but he was Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
like, oh,
well
those stories always come in like that. Like many times when I listen those experiences, they're
mm,
kids mostly, and one of
hmm
the party is either sick or after a coma or after an accident. Like the health conditions are so bad. So, and both is enough, like to misunderstand a lot of things, and they miss that point.
yeah. No, I heard the conversation and I just let it go. I can't entertain people like that with, oh, I dreamt this and I dreamt the car accident and I dreamt it was going to rain and, that just, I just don't want to entertain that anymore.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
it's good that you did it, but I can't do it. It's garbage.
it's garbage.
Mm.
But you're okay with the piss.
Oh, absolutely. I reckon it's a good idea to piss in the mosque and you don't get interrupted. You know, you don't want to rupture your like what do you call it, like your piss bag, like you can do yourself some serious injury if you don't let it out. You know what I mean? You got to let it
Um,
out.
it's hard to stop, also, man.
Have you ever, like try to stop pissing halfway through? It's like it can't be done.
Maybe,
You
yeah,
got to let it
maybe that was the point she was trying to say. I mean, it was clear, by the way. So if you don't let
out.
someone, but then he will just go all the way around because you're probably dragging him from the place, and that's not a good idea because the carpets, mostly they have carpets. Like you can ruin a lot of places, but if you let, then there will be just a specific field. Heisenberg.
Well, I heard her say that, oh, they had no tiles back then. Yeah, they did. Of course, they had tiles. Did they have carpet back then? Of course, they had carpet and tiles back then. She was just trying to make it like, she was trying to like fluff it up and make it sound, like, oh, they didn't have these things back then. Of course, they did.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, I am.
Oh,
I'm sure
really?
they had. Oh, yeah. Well, look, King Solomon flew around on a carpet, so I know that carpets existed.
That doesn't mean carpets are used in every place.
Oh, okay. So,
Definitely, people are using
well, well,
carpets for
well,
thousands of
what
years.
about when yeah, but look, they've got the prayer carpet, so we know that they had carpets because everybody brings a prayer carpet.
Or maybe they were not using those things at that time.
No, they were.
Uh-huh. How can be?
Like, are you going to pray on the floor where a dog just pissed or a human just pissed? No, you're going to cover it up with a bit of carpet. Come on, Phil.
Oh.
You should know better than that. Like you're not going to sit on a floor, dirty floor where someone's
Eh,
pissed.
If someone over the pissed, I wouldn't put even a carpet there. So
Yeah, but you don't know because he pissed there 10 minutes ago and it's already soaked into the ground.
You can understand that if you check, like you can smell it, you can see it, like if you feel some disturbance, okay, yeah, and like it's not a good place to put the carpet at all.
Oh, okay. So you only put the carpet. So you get all these people in a mosque, and like there's all these gaps, and it's like, why are you sitting over there? Oh, someone pissed here and here and here, and then your friend he goes, well, I'm not going to sit there. I'm going to sit at the back where no one's pissed. So you got all these gaps everywhere.
Then yeah, they should solve that problem
How are they going to solve it?
by stopping people to piss around.
No, you can't stop it. Muhammad said it's okay. Don't go against Muhammad.
Come on, you're twisting that story, I think.
I'm not twisting the story. I'm telling it how it is. He said, let him have a piss.
Yeah, but again, like the logic is, but like, what can you do while someone is pissing? What can you do?
You said, do what Muhammad say.
What?
Does say, just let him finish.
Yeah, but let's suppose they didn't let him finish.
Oh
What
no.
were going to happen?
Well, I don't think you can stop it. One, it's like
That's the
a fountain.
thing. Maybe he knew that you can't stop it, so why you should bother yourself? For example, let's suppose, like, it was Muhammad's friend, and he was saying, "Hey, let's stop this guy." And Muhammad said, "Wait, come on, hey, Bilal, stop! Don't
Yeah,
interfere because he may piss on you. Because
yeah,
if
that's
you try to
true. Yeah,
stop him,
yeah.
he
Well,
may piss on you. So don't do that, okay? You just let
that's
him
right.
finish, and then we can handle the situation after that."
Well, that's why Muhammad said, just let him finish.
Okay, but that's logical. Why are you using a logical, you know,
Because
story?
she said no. The girl said no. That's not what happened. You know, like she tried to make it out that he didn't know he wasn't allowed to piss inside of a mosque.
But it's
You know,
like,
she
oh my god, you're
well,
twisting
that's what
it.
she
Like,
said. She said,
man. Like it, like I don't think that there is a sign. It says that it's allowed to piss here.
well, there wasn't a sign to say there wasn't. You're not allowed to.
What?
You said like there was. Was there a sign, right?
I don't think there was a sign that says it's free to piss here.
Yeah, but there was no sign to say you can't piss there.
Okay, that's why people are pissing in anywhere. Like there are no
That's right.
signs.
That's what they were
Yeah,
doing. They were.
yeah. And at that time, maybe like people were doing that, or maybe the person was maybe not, thinking even properly.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's right. I didn't get a chance to post the dog pissing inside the mosque, right? Like dogs can't read fucking Arabic or English or anything. Dogs were allowed to piss inside the mosque.
Yeah, but if dogs enter in a place, how can you stop them to piss?
Well, that's not my problem.
Yeah, but here's the thing: when you say it's allowed here, like
Yeah.
you don't wait them to come and like piss there, right?
Yeah, but you don't know. Like you
Yeah,
can't
you
read
don't
my mind
know.
whether I want to have a piss or I want to have a shit or am I hungry. You don't know. Someone could just pull their cock out anytime and have a piss.
Okay. Anyway. Oh, we have skeptically pissed. We were talking about piss here. You're in time. You should know that. But it's time to recreate Jack.
Another one. I
Oh,
just got here. Did you scare him away that quickly?
me? I'm not sure. Maybe it was me this time.
Well, have you read the hadith where Muhammad wiped shit all over the Kaaba? Have you read that hadith?
I I didn't, and I'm not interested in.
Yeah. Well, we can
Mm,
bring that up on another day because we've got no one in the room to argue yet. I don't want to argue against myself.
maybe you should do that.
No, I want to bring it up to the Muslims and find out why Muhammad wiped shit all over the Kaaba.
Okay, I don't care about that.
Oh, I do.
Okay, I hope you find people
I
to
think
talk
it's
about it.
very important. I think it, see you don't think it's important. I do. It's like the pissing. Like, I think it's very important.
I see.
Now, are
It's
you going to
just
start
relative.
another room?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
I'm also good. What's your name?
Okay.
What's your name?
What's your purpose?
What?
What's your purpose?
To make practice.
Only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that might be a wrong room for you. You should know that.
And and you?
I have more purposes.
Tell me. Can I know?
You could know if you were reading.
Um, maybe. So I wanted to make practice. Someone want to make practice English.
As I said, this might be a wrong room for you.
Mm. Where are you from?
Okay. I said 2 times this might be a wrong room for you, if that's your purpose. And the next thing she said, where are you from? Uh, just practice. Yeah, it is. It is. That's why people put specific topics in order to practice the things that they want. But when other people don't care about that, they may not find the practice that they want because other people want to practice different topics. Addy. I know such a name. Abdullah. Jenny. Rocky. Oh, he's another Rocky. There is our Rocky. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, people.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm okay. How about you?
Yeah, fine. Thank you for asking.
I
Yeah,
hope.
so this is my first interaction or it's my first time using this website.
And this is the first time. Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's my
Uh,
first interaction.
okay, your first conversation here.
Yeah.
Okay, you should know that there are many languages that you can practice here. and people create their own rooms. They choose the language, they choose the level of their language that they want to practice. They even put titles on the rooms so that they can talk about specific topics in the room. They can practice specific topics. And after you decide, yeah, the language is the one that I want to practice, and oh, okay, this level is okay for me, and oh, yeah, I like this topic, then they join. And
Yeah.
after they join, they might see some welcome message, can be informative. Sometimes people put even some rules through those messages. You can read, you can understand. Maybe it's mentioning about other topics or details, or maybe other things, anything. And I
Yeah.
should also inform you about the features here on this website that you can use. They're so practical. For example, you can watch YouTube together. When you play video, all people see at the same time. When you stop the video, it stops for everyone. You can use noise cancellation. There's a feature you can cancel the noise, or you can share your screen, or you can stream even movies here. And there is Spotify. You can listen music together, and there are other features also, and I hope you discover them by yourself.
Yeah, I will try. I will try to discover all this option. It's really interesting. Yeah.
Okay, but more than that, it's better to learn and apply.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what
It's
did you
just
learn so far, and how you can apply the information that you learn?
yeah, I see. Actually, I'm not I'm not really I don't care about any topic or something. I just want to practice my English.
Like
And
that.
yeah,
Okay,
that's yeah.
so then that means this room is not suitable for you.
Yeah, so this room is for a specific topic.
That's clear. It was not clear, probably because you are so new, but I explained. Then
Mm.
you can understand that there are specific topics here if you
Yeah, maybe I
check.
will enjoy those topic also.
Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to be able to enjoy these topics, we need at least two speakers. I'm the first speaker. We need just one more speaker. Then there can be a conversation. You don't have to raise your hand. You have the mic. You can talk to the mic.
What is the purpose of life?
That's a wrong question. Do you know what is a wrong question?
You have a topic that the last one, the purpose of life.
Man, you don't understand English. That's a big problem. I know that I have such a topic, yeah, and I'm talking about it because you want to talk about it, and I follow you. But you don't understand what I'm saying. I said, what is the purpose of life is a false question. And the logical following thing must be, hey man, was a false question? Why do you think so? Or you could go one step further. No, it's not a false question. These are the reasons. If you have such reasons. But that would be also assuming my answer about why it's a false question. You could be wrong about that, but Wiona wants the mic. You have the mic. You have the mic.
Okay, I have a question. Like, what makes you not to not believe on God? You're atheist, so why don't you believe in a God?
Because there's no
You
good evidence for me, that's why.
there are. You should
So,
study about Islam.
I should study about Islam. Maybe you should study about Islam.
brother,
I am
you
Muslim.
said that you have no evidence to believe in God. That's right.
No, that's
So
not
if
right. That's not right. Who's speaking? I can't see right now. You should stop saying false things, okay?
okay, if I give you an evidence, a logical evidence,
Logical evidence, okay? Let me hear the logical evidence.
yeah, okay, so you agree that this universe is very, very huge, is very complicated, and there's a lot of scientific facts that are mind-blowing. So, do you think that this universe, which is so complicated, can just be a result of a random thing that happened and created, uh, for example, Earth, which is the only place which can be lived by humankind, and you think that a random thing can create a human being with all the different complicated systems like cardiovascular system, nephrologic system, and all the different organs of the body. Do you think that this could be just random?
Okay, first of all, you should stop lying, okay? Because you said I
I'm not
have
lying,
evidence. Let
brother.
me finish. I didn't interrupt you. Okay, if you interrupt me one more time, I will mute you forever, okay? So I listened to you. I didn't interrupt, okay? And I want the same. So
Okay,
first
go
of all,
ahead.
I said you should stop lying because you said that I have good evidence for it. I will present, but you didn't present. You just asked me questions. Asking questions are not giving evidence, okay? You're just asking questions. Let's suppose I don't know the answers of your questions. What does that mean?
Mhm.
It means
Did you finish?
nothing. Yeah, I finished.
Okay. Actually, this is not a real question. It is like in English, there is a like questions that doesn't need an answer. It is like to push your mind to work. For example, when
Really?
I say,
Okay, let me
yeah,
push your mind to work also, Nasreen. So, do you think which one is more complex and complicated and
mhm,
great or more perfect? This universe or God?
mhm, yeah, since God is the creator of this very complicated thing, so God is more complicated, but in the same
Okay.
time,
Okay, stop
let me
there.
finish,
Stop
please.
there. Stop there. That was the answer that I needed. Okay. So let me finish.
Mhm.
So you think that one complex thing cannot exist by itself. It needs a creator. Okay, and
Mhm.
your God is more complex. So if I say your God also requires something more complex to exist,
No, this is
no.
why.
Okay, then why
Okay,
you're
let me
cheating
finish.
right now? Because you're creating a rule. You're saying that something complex cannot exist by itself or cannot exist randomly or whatever. These are your claims. Okay, you were just
Okay,
asking questions,
just
but
let me
you were
explain
making
to you.
claims like because you don't believe that things can exist randomly or things can exist by themselves. You don't believe in that. Okay, but when it
Yeah, and
comes to
that's
your
the
God,
point.
when it comes to your God, you are immediately changing your rule that your own rule that
I'm
you
not changing
created,
the
and you're saying,
world,
wait a
but you will not.
second, God is complex, but he can exist by itself.
Yeah, but God is not a thing, and this is the point. The universe, the human being, they are all creators, but there is a big difference between a creator and a creation. Because me, you, planets, plants, animals are creations,
You don't
and
know that.
creation
You believe that
needs a
we are
creator.
creations. You don't know that. You didn't prove a God exists. That's why you should stop saying that we are creation. Maybe we are
Okay,
creation. We don't know
I
that.
can
You
prove
don't know
God
that.
exists.
First of all, you have to prove a God exists. Then you have to prove that God created us. Then I can say, oh, okay, now we are creations. But it was
Okay,
your
brother.
job in the first place. You said, I will give you evidence. And you didn't
Yeah,
give
I
me
will give
evidence.
you
Now
a
you are
short.
claiming that we are creation. You can't do that, okay? First, you have to prove a God exists.
Okay, I will give you a short example, which is so similar to this. Okay, if I give you a laptop, a phone, a table or anything else, when you see it, you are sure that there is someone
Yeah,
who
because
made it.
we observe those things that are being created by humans. They're
Yeah.
factories. You go there and you see them
Mhm.
while people are creating them. We have great evidence for the creators. We can see the creators of those things. That's why
Yeah,
we are so sure
that's
that they
why.
have creators. But when it comes to universe, we don't see the creators of this universe. That's why we don't need to believe that there's a creator.
But you
Again,
see,
again, you just escape from answering my question.
no, I'm not
You said
explaining, but if I'm
let's
asking,
think
listen.
deeper, and I ask you the question, and I made the statement that you are cheating, because
No,
when
I'm
you
not
look at this
cheating.
universe, it's so complex, and you said, oh, there's no way for it to exist without any creator. Okay, no problem. Maybe that's how this universe exists. I don't know that. Maybe there are many creators of this universe. I don't know the answer. But if it's working like this, if this is the rule, okay, the creator of the universe must also have a creator. But you were
No,
saying, oh,
this is
no,
not
no,
the
no. You were saying
creator.
no.
I'm not the creator. You are just changing what I'm saying.
I'm not
You are
changing
changing
anything.
what I'm
Tell me, what did I change?
saying. I'm telling you that I'm speaking about the creation. I already
No,
explained this in the
no, you're
beginning.
not speaking about creation. First, you have
No,
to
I'm
prove
speaking about
that.
the creation,
You
brother.
have to prove that we are a creation. You couldn't do that.
Yeah, I can prove it.
No, you couldn't do that. Can you? Please.
Since you are existing, so you are
That doesn't
creation,
mean
and you
no.
must
Since
be
God
created by
exists,
something.
God must be also a creation. So you believe
No,
God exists.
he is
Since
the
God
creator,
exists, God must be the creation. So you see, you don't understand the logic here. You're saying that we exist,
no,
therefore
no,
we have a creator.
brother. You
God
must
exists, God
see the
must have a
philosophy.
creator also. Please follow your rules, okay? Don't break your
Okay,
own rules. You're
just you
creating a
have to
rule,
see
and I'm
the
saying, okay, I
philosophy
want to
meaning of
accept your
what
rules
God.
for the sake of argument, but you are the one who is breaking your own rules, okay? Don't do that. It's not good. It's not cool, okay? If you think that we exist, therefore we need a creator, then God exists, therefore God needs a creator. It follows logically, okay? It follows logically. If you say, oh, wait a second, there can be things without a creator. Okay, what's that thing? You know what? My God. My God doesn't have a creator. Oh, okay, no problem. If you believe that something can exist without any creator, okay, universe exists. Therefore, maybe universe doesn't have a creator. We don't know the answer. But if you want to create a rule, you should be consistent. You cannot break a rule if you're creating the rule, okay? That's not cool. I hope you can learn about this. There's some hope. I see that. You mute me because you don't want to hear the truth. I mute you because you don't want to see that you're committing a huge mistake here, okay? You are the one who's denying the truth. And the truth is just pure logic here, okay? It's about making a rule and you're breaking your own rule and you don't see this truth. And you are insistful about this. That's why I'm muting you. Because you don't want to see that. It's so clear. We exist, that doesn't mean we are creation. God exists, that doesn't mean God is a creation also. Yes, you can be right. Maybe there is someone who doesn't have a creator. Okay, no problem. We can accept that. So that means just because something exists, that doesn't mean it has a creator. Okay, no problem. Universe exists, therefore maybe universe doesn't have a creator. Why? It doesn't follow. Because of your belief. You believe that we are a creation. First of all, you have to prove that we are a creation. That's how it works, okay? Okay, sorry, John. We have Moni, but I'm done with her.
Hey,
Hey, man. Who's
hey,
speaking?
man. I understand your topic and your questions.
Oh, Ria Jewel.
That's yeah. Um, you need to talk a person. I know that you can also stream that in your YouTube channel for
I
when you're
can. I'm
talking to.
already doing that.
Yeah, I'm telling about the Muslim Lantern, a YouTube channel name.
My YouTube
He
channel name
talked
is
about,
Philosober.
yeah,
Oh, you're talking about someone else.
yeah, you can ask him. He can
Uh,
understand you.
he can maybe you can
He
ask
can answer
him.
your questions. You can answer your
I don't
question
have
perfectly.
questions. I don't have questions. Maybe you have questions. Maybe you can learn from him and then come here and try to teach us. Okay. Whatever you think we don't know, we don't understand, you can try to teach. Okay.
You need evidence.
Get
That's I'm
your
telling you.
life. Duty. Fuck yourself. Fuck you, Arosa.
That is not morality.
That's not morality. I know that. You are
Why you talk like
cowards. Cowards. You can't handle the truth. Don't bullshit around, okay, Nasreen? You are stupid that you don't understand even simple things, okay?
Her,
And yeah, I'm afraid of wasting my time with you. You're right.
her, her argument is tied into the idea that everything that's contingent on something else, that's an infinite regress. There has to be a stopping point where there's something not contingent on anything. That's where she gets her concept of God, as she
Mm.
backs into it.
Oh,
It
okay.
you know,
Yeah, but Horatio, like they fail in multiple ways. Okay. For example, let's stop the infinite regress, okay? What tells us we should stop in the next station or in the first station? So we look at the universe, we go one step further and we stop there. And they say, oh, no, no, we should stop here. Okay, don't go further. You can fall from the edge. Well, wait a second. Maybe I will not fall. Let me go one step further and I will stop there. Because you want me to stop, because you're saying that infinite regress is dangerous. Okay, no problem. Let's stop. Let's go
I didn't
one
say
step.
anything about danger.
What?
I didn't say anything about danger. She's trying to
I know.
arrive at a starting point for all contingent things.
Yeah, and
And
I'm
so
trying to show.
she backs into the concept that
Mhm.
there must be a God not contingent on anything.
Uh,
That's
Yeah,
their standing point.
I totally understand, even accept that for the sake of argument. I don't have any problem with that. And one of the problem that I'm trying to show is even if we follow their logic, even if we accept that there must be something without a cause, that
Right.
doesn't mean it fits their beliefs. For example, let's suppose that the universe has a father and mother, God. Okay, two gods. And those two gods have also father and mother gods. And that's it. We stop there. There's nothing further than that. They are uncreated gods. Okay.
Mhm.
So there's no problem, right? Like there are gods, two gods. No, and in this case, four gods. They don't have any cause. Okay, that fits, right? This is not infinite regress because we have something which doesn't have a cause. But when we look at this is entirely different than their beliefs.
It is.
Even if we accept their rule, which is okay, things should start from somewhere. Okay, let's follow. But they don't accept. They create a rule. They say, oh wait. There's only one cause of the universe, and we should stop there. Based on what? Oh, based on my book.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, and the second problem is if this is how it works, we don't even have to go further. We can stop here, just here in this universe. Okay, man. Like, okay. Like if we can't go infinitely, okay, then what if everything starts from here? If your God as a perfect being, super being, very complex being, can exist by itself without any cause, then okay, maybe we don't need God because if that's possible, this universe already complex as you accept, maybe this universe exists without any cause. Because according to your belief, it's possible, right? That's what you believe. But why you break it? You create a rule, why you break it immediately?
well, she's delving into the supernatural. Your natural causes don't have supernatural qualities. It's all a made up story. I mean, I'm just trying to steelman their position. That's all. Um, they assign it beyond the laws of physics. That's what they assign their God as being, beyond the laws of physics, the start of all laws of physics, the start of it, the creator of it. That's their mythology, and that's what they've concluded. You can't find a contingent thing that's supernatural or uncreated. That's why it's contingent. But they define their God as completely not contingent, and they back into it out of necessity, according to their logic. There has to be something that's not contingent on anything. There has to be. That's their position.
Allah created himself.
Well, there's some silly mythology surrounding that. There's a lot of guys without a voice here. Is that okay with you?
I gave a lot of mics.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
see just
Black
if
Cloud doesn't seem to have one, and
he
Jack doesn't seem
has.
to have
Yeah,
one.
Jack
Oh,
doesn't have because I don't want to talk about piss and shit.
oh, okay.
He was doing that in the previous room. You were not there.
Okay.
He keeps talking about Muhammad letting people to piss in the mosque, and
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that. Get a life, bro, philosopher. What the hell are you doing here? Okay, let's suppose I don't have a life. What the fuck are you doing here?
What are you joining me for?
Yeah, and you're here nearly half an hour.
Yeah, you can talk about horse sweat instead, according to Black Cloud. It doesn't have to be piss.
Listening to my bullshit, how much you hate my religion. I don't hate your religion, Fiona. I hate people, some people, not all people. It's not about religion. Shalom, shalom, George Alexander. Okay. Too much messages going on. If I miss someone asking for the mic, I'm sorry, but I will try to give the mic here, here, here. Okay, Moni, you have. Aditi, you have. Okay, there's this girl, Zubair. Wow, Zubair sounds a very Muslim name. Zubair. No, no. So, Rajul, you're not Muslim. Are you?
Who would you strangle, Black Cloud?
I'm a Muslim.
Okay.
Who are you talking about strangling?
Oh, okay. He answered that, Russia.
I don't know what that means, the PDF files.
Really? Really? Uh,
Oh, pedophiles? Is that what he's saying? Pedophiles?
I think that's what he meant.
Okay.
Okay, now we have more evidence that he meant that.
Oh, yeah, right, Black Cloud. You don't want to get banned.
Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Earth is perfect for life. Aliens from under the flat Earth. What are you talking about? Scam Chan. Hey. Well, people are talking about aliens on YouTube. Okay, basically, I don't believe in aliens exist because evidence doesn't exist, but I'm way more open to aliens than a god. Okay. That's
Uh,
yeah, phrasal verbs. You were harassing 15-year girl and who was that? Your English is really basic. Can you speak better, owner? Do you have a problem with my English, Horacio?
Do I have a problem with your English?
Yeah, when someone is
Is
complaining
that what
about
you
my
asked?
speech, I think.
No, no, you speak clearly enough and
Okay.
articulately enough.
Yeah, I have that ego, yeah. People step on the moon, but you didn't see it, so the same for God. It's not the same for God. Because we don't claim that unicorn stepped on the moon. Humans exist, human create devices, we send devices into space. We can even observe those devices. So that's not a far-fetched belief, even if it's a belief that you believe that people stepped on the moon. But if someone claims that there are unicorns walking on the moon, yeah, that's like a God belief.
Can you take it up a notch?
I take what?
What does that? What does that mean? Take it up a notch. What do you want to do?
It's too basic.
Okay. You want to add something to something, or you just want to complain?
Oh,
Oh,
damn,
he's
you
just
didn't get
complaining.
what I said, right? My bad.
Oh, you aren't a Go Live bitch, right? I think he is. Now I caught you. We're live right now. What do you want to say when we're live, man? Hey, speak up. It was you, right?
Listen to this. You guys will be in hell, you disbelievers. They're so lame.
You guys
They're
will be in
so
hell, you
lame.
displays. Yeah, it's so lame, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Pathetic. They know nothing about their history. They know nothing about the origins of their God concept. They know nothing about it. They think it all started in the 7th century. That's when the truth arrived. We've been around for 75,000 years, but they think 1400 years ago the truth arrived. They're so silly. They don't realize they're just another story along the way. They don't realize it. One of many stories along the way, but they're so infused with their religion, they just can't think any other way. That's their culture, that's their surroundings, that's what they're a victim of. You should only know the history, guys, of your God, your Yahweh, that started referenced 1400 BC. That's not very long ago. You never heard of your God before the 14th century. Never heard of him. But you guys seem to think there's a history there that goes to the very beginning. No, it doesn't. You're just another story.
Admin has banned Mr. Black Club because of sharing inappropriate text. Really?
He just got banned? Black Cloud?
I see such a message here. Oh,
I thought I saw it in red.
was that? Oh, okay. And this girl is threatening us to be in the hellfire. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're just retarded. They don't have a clue.
I guess ban her, like report her. She'll get banned also.
you have still time before I kick her. Okay. Follow me. Okay, they're creating a community. Where's the other guy? The annoying one.
Black Cloud, did you just get banned, Black Cloud? Oh, only 3 days. Oh, well, okay, got you.
This guy. Argent.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, okay. But how come he's still here online?
Until who? Black Cloud? You talking about Black Cloud?
Yeah. Like, it works
He
out after he
doesn't. He
joined?
doesn't. He doesn't lose his capability until he leaves the room, and then he can't come back in anywhere.
Ooh, okay. We
So
can
he
keep
has to
the room
stay.
for 3 days for you, Black Cloud.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah, he has to stay here for 3 days. Oh, he actually he can't come back. He's got methods.
Oh, really? Maybe he should
Yeah.
teach us one day.
Well, you're not about to get banned, are you? Have you ever
No,
been banned?
no.
No.
Yeah, how come, right? I'm talking about these topics for many years. And wait a second. I think I got some ban for 3 hours, but it was 5 or 6 years ago. I don't remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got a ban for 1 day for my profile picture, and I even haven't changed it. It's the same.
Really?
Because of
Yeah, it
this,
told me
right?
it's showing violence. I don't just wanna. I just wanna know what's violence in it.
Wow.
Where's the violence? There's a guy. It looks like he's chained up to something.
Yeah, and I got banned for it because it's violence.
Wow.
Maybe they changed their mind. Maybe it's not so bad. It looks like he's in prison.
He's not actually.
Oh, that's some kind of sadomasochistic thing.
Maybe.
He looks pretty mellow, like he's not worried about anything.
The guy in the photo.
Yeah.
No, he is worried about a lot of things.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he actually did that to himself actually,
Uh-oh.
like in the movie, because there was like toxin coming, and that toxin gonna make him kill his friends, and all of her friends also did the same.
Black Cloud is having a argument with Flint. Thank you. That didn't mention me, you fucking prick.
Did the guy
Hey,
left? Or you guys kicked him?
which one?
Yeah, you thought
I just
correctly.
Yeah, he just wrote some of verse from Quran, and then I replied to it.
You're
That
talking
guy,
about which guy?
Zubir Sharif,
No, I didn't kick Zubair.
Zubair, whatever.
Oh, well, he just left. Yeah, he
Okay.
left. Hey, Flint, speak up. Hey.
Well, I think you just added 3 days. Uh, It's an incredible thing, the complexity of our consciousness. That's really what enables us to be so confused and so at odds with each other. The complexity of our consciousness and our thought processes.
And Flint, who the hell are you? You're telling people what to do. Get a better hobby. Who the fuck are you?
Kick.
What is Flint a
Yeah,
Muslim?
I'm crying right now because you're an asshole.
Is he
You're
a
making
Muslim?
me
No,
cry.
no. Is he a Muslim?
I don't
Flint?
know. I don't care.
Flint,
Yeah, I'm
Flint,
pissed. Pissed.
are you a
Oh,
Muslim, Flint? Oh, you're not. Okay.
He is.
Do you have any religious affiliation at all, or do you have a God concept? Anything? Or
religiousness.
religiousness? Or no religion?
But there must be something so bullshit about him. Definitely.
So, do you have a God concept, Mr. Flint? Mr. Flint, do you have a God concept? Your God, I don't know what that means. My God, the most powerful.
Just
Who?
rolling. Just rolling.
So, okay. Loci. Loci was what was Loci? He was a bit of a prankster.
Loki.
Loki, I think he was a bit of a prankster.
Yeah, a prank god. He left. He left for finding a better hobby.
You know, the thing is, God doesn't have to be a poison for the mind. They've turned it into a poison for the mind because they've added their own biases and prejudices and desires. And that's what's made it poison. The the God concept can be pure and benign. Yeah, well, okay, listen, if it allows for them, everything allows for everything. There's no restrictions on any concept to move to another concept. Help me understand that. You can use a godless universe to justify pedophilia.
Countless
Well,
universe.
who says you can't? What do you think they're doing? Yeah, yeah. There's that aspect of the only reason they indulge in pedophilia is because they want to. Um, I don't think they need God's permission.
Mm. Mantilla. Hello, Mantilla.
Black
Okay.
Cloud, you have a voice according to Phil. So why aren't you speaking? Why? You're
I'll
going to
kick
say the
him.
same things you're typing. You're not getting kicked. Just learn how to be polite. And you'll be all right. He has big ego and doesn't like
Unless
being
you're now
outshined.
planning different things for the mic.
You got a big ego, Phil.
Huh? Really?
You don't like to be outshined.
That's not true, but he may keep thinking like that.
You know, the bad people are equal. This is unfair.
Seemingly he's just in pain because I kicked him before.
Nah, he doesn't feel any pain.
I'm not sure about that.
Nah, he doesn't. Trust
No,
me.
he wouldn't complain that I will kick him if he didn't
He's
have some problem.
psychopathic. He doesn't. He's psychopathic. He doesn't feel any pain.
Okay. I
Right, Black
trust
Lung?
you.
Yeah, he's.
Ooh, some emergency.
Yeah, I got a lot of those around here.
I don't remember. I can't answer that. Maybe you were bullshitting, or maybe I misunderstood something.
I mentioned that while I was answering. Then he accused me of interrupting him and muted me. I came in the chat. I don't know why he was butthurt, and then he kicked me. Yeah, started by, and this is what he did. That'll teach you to pay
Just
compliments.
okay.
You
Where
idiot.
is the butt hurt right now, Horatio? What you think? He remembers everything. I don't remember any fucking thing about what was the conversation, what he said, and why did I kick him. I don't remember anything. Okay, if you were bullshitting, yeah, I really wanna forget every bullshit around because we can have another conversation. That's helpful.
I'm making one observation here, Black Cloud, and that is that your typing is pretty good. I don't see a whole bunch of clerical mistakes. What's up with that? What do you turn into a bitch secretary? Yeah, right, gotcha. Right, right. Yeah, I just thought I'd fuck with you.
Face to face.
Yeah. Ba 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 boo, ba boo boo boo. I mean, does anybody, Phil? Do you not see the validity of my approach when I try to show these guys that the actual origin of the concept of their God has a starting point, and it's never referenced before the 14th century BC.
But
Nobody's
that is too much for majority of those people who doesn't know history, who don't read those things.
Yeah, they start out not knowing until you tell them.
Yeah, but when you tell something that they don't know, they will not accept it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's an attitude problem you're always going to deal with. But I mean, the truth is the truth.
But just because you say that doesn't mean it's the truth for them. Maybe you know that that's the truth. Maybe you had done the study, but when you come and say, "Hey, this is the truth," oh, wait a sec, I don't know. Maybe I should spend the same amount of time that you spend to learn the truth. Then I can be convinced. But just because you told me so, that doesn't mean it's the case.
Well, I mean, I'm only repeating what scholars have found out to be the case, that Yahweh is not
Okay.
referenced any time before the 14th century.
Okay. So I trust you, as I said. I believe that you are not lying about that. But what about other people? What if they think that you're just lying about what you're saying right now?
All they have to do is show me uh, documentation that he's been referenced since the beginning of time,
Yeah, but
which
it
he
requires
has.
a lot of time. Like you
Well,
can't do
how
it
do we
during the
know when has
discussion.
the time begun?
What?
How do we know? I mean, when has the time begun?
When what has begun?
Time.
Time.
Time. Look, the point is, he's got a starting point. Your God concept started out being somebody called Yahweh, and he was a war god, a storm god, and he was adopted by Israelites, and they progressively moved towards making him their only god. And then suddenly he was the god of everything, because once their temple was destroyed and their god who lives in that temple no longer was there, the concept occurred to them: this is a God that's everywhere. You don't have to have a temple anymore. And, it was out of necessity that they arrived at an omnipresent God. I mean, this is all just a logical progression of how to keep your God alive. Just a logical progression, that's all. But it has a starting point. It's not. It's nothing that goes back far enough to impress anybody. God is on life support. What does that mean? Well,
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
By the way, philosopher, I've seen you kicking a guy you blocked. You can do that automatically.
yeah. It's
do
on an
what?
iron lung.
You can do that automatically. If anybody you blocked comes into
Oh,
the room, he will be
really?
kicked automatically. Yeah, go to application and block list, and you'll see auto kick.
Auto kick. Okay. 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 Thanks. Oh, but maybe I should keep it like this. Sometimes some people I know they just tell me, "Hey, wait a second. Like, can you let this guy for talk?" Then I can change my mind.
It's on an iron lung.
But thanks for the info. Then that's very useful.
You're welcome.
Oh, are you still here? Oh my god. That deserves a mic. I didn't know for all this time she was here. Oh god. Javier is saying everything has a start point. The first person on universe. Where did he come from? Okay. The question was for Horatio, I think.
What?
She's asking you
No, it's for you, brother.
for
If you
me.
don't want, yeah. But
Oh,
if Hiroshi also wants to answer, I have no problem.
no,
What's the
no, no, no.
question?
I will enjoy it
Hmm.
answering.
What's the question? You just tell me the question first before I
Yeah,
listen
how
to you.
you are saying everything has a starting point. The first person on the universe, where did he come from? Okay. I believe Horatio has a different answer, but I will make it very short. I don't know. Horatio, it's your turn.
I mean, our understanding is that humanity emerged from a lower form of life, and there were any number of what we call hominids that came into being progressively from a lower form of life. And some of them survived, and the one that really survived was the Homo sapien. For whatever reason, he mutated a little more strongly to adapt to his situation, his environment, and he ends up coming out on top. That's basically it. That's what every species does. They either adapt effectively or they don't. And if they don't, they disappear.
So actually, brother, I'm a med student person, and I can tell you that this is just a theory, and there is nothing that proves this. That a cell can just be improved into a human being. It's not proved scientifically, and you
Okay,
can search.
Okay, let's accept
that's
that. Let's accept that for the sake of argument. So what? What does
yeah.
that mean?
I mean, it's a work in progress if you want to make it as bad as it can be. But the all of the indications are that we're on the right track when it comes to that. Uh, Not being on the right track is starting to make up some story about a mystical, magical God who created you out of clay. That's a little ridiculous. You'll never find proof of that.
Okay, let me ask you another question. So
Yeah.
we are gonna suppose that this is true. One cell was improved into a human being, and let's say that it's Adam, the first one who was in the universe. Okay, so where did his children, his wife, and all those humankind came from? We know that we need a man and a woman to create a population and to create a lot of people. So, if supposing that one cell had like all these perfect conditions to be improved into a human being, and this is so difficult. And I'm a med student. I swear that this is so hard. Okay, so where the second person came from? Is it
Yeah,
also a random thing? I think this is
yeah.
not logical.
Well, I think in the progression of life forms, it started out as one cell reproducing within itself, but it eventually became a sexual interaction where, where you suddenly had male and female and an injection of something. That's what it looks like happened. Um, I don't know why. I don't know why you want to keep saying how it couldn't happen. Apparently, it did.
Brother, it's like so hard. And if it was so easy, as we are saying, so why we can't produce other people now, only using one cell and trying to recreate all those conditions? Why we cannot? And no one can do this. Although all
It
this,
sounds like why we cannot build a building which reaches to the surface of the moon. Why we cannot do that? We are able to make buildings. Why we cannot make a building which can reach to the moon? So if you think that this question is unfair because we don't have that technology right now, maybe even it's impossible because it would break apart. or let's suppose if it's possible, but still we don't have that technology capacity, or even maybe the method, whatever the tools that you use, maybe they are not enough to make such a thing.
Okay, here I
But
agree totally
but
with you.
but if we start right now, it will take a lot of years to make such a thing, if it's possible. Okay, so when you say why we cannot produce a man in the lab, because life is not working in that way. It takes billions of years, like if I tell you to imagine even 1 million year right now, like
Mm-hmm.
it would be so hard to imagine 1 million year. We're talking about humans. Humans are on Earth maybe like maximum 100,000 years. Homo sapiens, and that's even so hard for us to imagine. Well, for me at least, it's hard because when we think about like you know typing, right? We started typing 7,000 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before that, people were not writing. And think about millions of years and billions of years. 1 billion year, like it's mind blowing. And you're saying that, oh, why we can't make, why we cannot produce human from a single cell? Because it's too fucking long story.
Okay, I
Like
told you in this
humans
point I
didn't
agree with
pop
you.
into existence in a day or in 10 years.
Okay, but what about the first question? I already told you, and
Yeah,
I
I answered.
insist.
I answered.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
no.
So what does that mean?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something. If you don't know, if you don't know something, it means that you can't
It
be
means you don't
sure
know
if it
also.
is true or it is false. Okay?
No
For
one said
example,
that
if
it's
you
false or true. I just said I don't know. Okay. So then
Mhm,
I said, so what does that mean? Then now it's your turn to answer my question.
it means that you don't know.
Yeah, it
Just
means I
simply
don't
you
know.
don't know.
But so what? Why you're asking this question? What's your point?
I'm
I don't
just
know. That
want
means you don't. You know? Wait, you know the answer? Do you know the answer?
You know, the
the answer.
key,
I already told you that I'm a believer person, so I believe
That
that God
doesn't
created.
mean that doesn't mean your answer is true. Just because you have an answer, that doesn't make it true. You understand that?
Yeah, this is what I told you. This is my conviction.
I don't care about
Okay.
your conviction. Like
Yeah,
Horatia
I'm not
could
telling
be
you that it's true.
Horatia could be convinced that aliens came from Mars and created us because they have enough technology. That could be his conviction. It also makes sense.
the
It
most
doesn't make sense to
powerful,
me.
the most powerful engine in progressing towards anything is this a business of mutation. When mutations occur in reproduction, you get a different result. And if it's a result that better adapts to its environment, it stays. If it doesn't, it dies out. Mutation is the engine that creates everything.
But
You,
scientists denied this theory of mutations. You can search about it, brother, I'm sure.
why? Is something about new information doesn't get produced in a mutation? Is that the basis of that argument? You can't suddenly come up with new information uh, through mutation, but you kind of do when you have different. I don't know. Look, it's a little too complicated for me to get into, but something new does occur in mutations. Doesn't have to be necessarily brand new information that never existed. But if you put things together one way, and then you put things together a different way, you've created something different, something new. That's
And
about as
who put it
complex as
together?
it gets.
Yeah,
You
but
remember
who put
Russia? You asked me something
this
about your
process?
approach.
Sorry?
No, it was not for you. It was for Horatio. So he was asking me about his approach. If you keep trying, she'll never accept evolution or whatever you
Well,
say
what do
about
you?
mutations.
Well, well,
Let,
Brother,
let,
she's
let, let, let her make the case, Horatio.
well,
Like,
she was knocking the idea that mutations is not the engine of progression.
brother, I
let's
believe in
suppose
science.
let's
If
suppose
you
she
please
she
deny
she is
science.
right. Okay, scientist sister. Let's suppose you're right. Okay,
Mhm.
what does that mean? That doesn't mean your belief is true. Do you understand that as a scientist? Do you
Yeah, of
understand
course, I already
logic?
told you.
Do you
I am a
understand
math
logic?
student and I know how mutations work. Okay?
I'm not talking about
Okay.
mutations. I said let's accept what you said is correct. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What does that mean? Okay. Let's suppose Horatio is false. Or all scientists who believe in evolution, let's suppose they're false.
No, this is not logical for me, brother.
That's not
I deny
logical.
the opinion of a scientist who spent all his life working and searching and believing a random person. He is not even maybe in the field of medicine or biology. So why
Okay,
I am
that's
supposed to
fine.
believe?
That's fine. I'm not. I'm telling you, don't listen to him. Do you understand? Do you
Okay.
understand English? I said, don't listen. Don't listen him. Maybe he's false about mutations, evolution. Okay. So what's
Mm-hmm.
your answer? Your answer is God did it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
This is
Yeah,
just
my
that's
because
opinion.
logical.
evolution is
Yeah.
false, that doesn't mean God did it. Do you understand that?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
tell you that my opinion is right either.
You didn't
Yeah.
tell. Then why
My
the hell
belief,
you're trying to, like,
brother, I'm telling you,
disprove
it's my
his
belief.
belief
It's
or
not an
claims
obligation.
through your belief? You're not providing anything. And I don't think you're doing a good job while trying to disprove mutations or evolution. But even if you can do that, that doesn't mean God did it. And you know that right now. I think you accepted that. Yeah, it doesn't mean God did it. So what's the point of trying to debunk evolution or mutation? What's the point?
Yeah, I also want to. I just want to know if you are denying the God concept. So how we was created and how all this
I
world
just
came.
get how the
Give me an
whole
answer.
planet. Okay, so how the universe came. As I said, I don't know, but I don't need a god to understand things. Okay, or I don't have to assume that a god exists because
We are an
I
agnostic
explained
person.
you before I muted you. I explained you. If you keep asking who created this, it will become infinite. Okay, and which is something that you guys don't like, because you
Okay, you're
say that
falling
you
in the
believe that
paradox.
infinite regress is impossible. That's what you believe. Okay, and I'm trying to save you. Okay, falling into that pit. Okay. So if you keep asking who created this, then in the end, someone will come and ask, okay, who created the creator of this universe? And you will say, oh, my God. Okay, who created God? Another God. Oh, who created that God? Oh, okay, now we have the problem that you don't like. What's the solution?
Okay, let me tell you something. It's the same for you. You said that you don't know where this universe came from, so
Mm.
you can't deny the concept of God because you already said that you
Stop,
don't know
stop,
it.
stop, 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 stop. I'm more open-minded than any believer here. At least I know
Okay,
you.
maybe
I'm
you
more
don't
open-minded.
agree. That's
uh,
cool.
uh, My, I'm more open-minded than you are because you believe that there's only one God. And I say that maybe there are millions of gods. Maybe there are 10 gods, maybe five, three, two, or 11. I don't know. Okay. So that makes me more open minded than you are. Okay. I'm not denying any God here. I just don't believe. Okay. I'm not convinced that a God exists. Maybe there's no God. Maybe there is a God. Maybe there are many gods. I don't know the answer. Okay. And
Okay,
for
I
me, answer can
understand.
be anything. The answer can be anything. I can give you
Mhm.
even more answers for the question. Okay, but that doesn't mean I believe in one of those options. No, I don't have a belief because I don't know. I can only observe the universe. That's all. And that doesn't
Okay,
tell
I
me whether it
understand.
has a cause or not, or how many causes or what are the causes are. It doesn't tell me anything. I just observe the universe. Okay, you said, but look, there's an order in this universe. Okay, so what about the cause? You say, oh yeah, like the cause is also in an order. Okay, so that means that also has a cause. And you say, no. Okay, no means then this universe can exist like this without a cause. This is from your logic, not my. Okay, this is how you reason, and according to your reasoning, the universe doesn't have a cause is also possible. It's not my opinion, it's your opinion because you believe that something can exist with no cause. Period.
Mhm.
And you reject that. And you're saying, well, then why you're rejecting my God? I'm not rejecting your God. I just say that I don't see convincing evidence for your God. If there was, I could believe.
Mhm.
If they're convincing for 5 gods, I would believe in 5 gods or 10 gods, whatever the
Well, for
number
me, this
is.
is not logical at all. I will explain for you about.
I know your explanation. Your explanation comes from Quran. There would be cows if there were many gods. That doesn't make any sense at all. This is more
Maybe you
senseless
didn't
than the previous things that you brought here.
Okay, you didn't understand the meaning of the verse, trust me. Because what does
Really?
it. Okay, let me give you an example. If a country
Mm-hmm.
has more than maybe three,
Okay, forget
four,
about
five
country. I
leaders.
know the answer. I heard this millions of times. Hear me out. This planet has a lot
Mhm.
of presidents.
No, it's not true.
Really? Not true. This planet, Earth,
Mm-hmm.
has many
Ah, okay, yeah,
presidents.
I understand. You mean like different presidents of countries?
Like this planet is one planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the
Yeah.
planet is ruled by many presidents, right?
Yeah, but it's
Oh, no,
chaos.
stop here.
But
So
it's chaos.
if one planet is ruled by many presidents, so maybe this universe is ruled by many gods.
No, that's not true.
Oh,
Because
and
it's
that's not
just,
true.
yeah, it's
Why?
just, it justified
I just
totally what
justified
is.
one thing can be ruled by many people. I just proved that.
Mhm. As I already told you, the our planet Earth is controlled by many presidents, and this caused
Exactly.
a lot of wars, a
No
lot of
problem, no problem, no
conflicts.
problem, no problem. That doesn't mean there are not many presidents.
Yeah,
It's a fact
but
that
it was
it's a
decreased.
fact that there are many presidents, okay? You can't debunk the fact that there are many presidents, okay?
Yeah,
First
but
of
you
all, you should
cannot
know that
compare
just
universe.
because there are wars, that doesn't mean there are not many presidents, okay? You're
You
not
can't compare the
debunking, you're
universe
not
with
able
the
to debunk many presidents. Okay, let's look at this universe, okay? Let's look at this universe. Do I see wars in the universe? Yes, I see. Okay.
in the universe.
Yeah, I
Where?
see a lot of wars. Like I see galaxies even colliding each other. I see stars exploding. I see black holes destroying universes. I mean galaxies. And this is to me a war. So
No, it's
in
not
one
a war.
region of the galaxy, there are stars being created, but in other regions, stars are being sucked by black holes. So
Okay,
in some place, something is being destroyed, and in other places, something is being created. There are hot places in the universe. There are cold places in the universe. Look at this planet. There are different kind of climates. Maybe there are many gods. One god likes summer. The other god likes, chilling. Maybe that's why there are differences on this planet. So the climate is not ruled by presidents. According to your belief, it's ruled by God. But like it's fucking hot in some place on this planet right now. Very
okay.
hot. And in another place, it's so cold.
Mm-hmm.
Sven
Okay,
is
maybe there are
looking
two
for a
gods.
voice. Sven is
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
for a
yeah, yeah.
voice.
I've seen, but it was so intense. That's why I didn't let him to interrupt. But I hope he respects and waits for the right time to interrupt.
We'll find
Anyway,
out.
yeah. So that's the thing, Nasreen. And when I
Mm-hmm.
look at the universe, I see pain and pleasure. Maybe there are two gods. Maybe they're fighting each other all the time. Maybe that's why we see all these differences, all this diversity.
But
And it's not even dual. It can show you different things also.
actually, what is happening between different galaxies and stars, it's not a war like what
How
is
do you know
happening.
that? How do you know that?
Yeah, because it's proved scientifically. For example, if
Oh,
you see,
scientifically. Now you're using science.
yeah, of course, I use science
Yeah,
because my concept is believing in God, but in
okay.
the same time, we do
Science
not.
doesn't say anything about God, so you can't use science at this time.
No, science says that every creation must have a creator.
No, science doesn't say that. Please stop lying
And
about
how,
science.
okay, so how do
Doesn't
you
say
how
that.
do you justify that most and a lot of scientifics and philosophers was believers?
Majority of the scientists right now, they are atheist people. Do you know that?
No, they were not. For
They
example,
are.
at this
Right now,
time,
they
he was
are.
Jewish.
Look at the famous ones, like prominent ones, that they're all atheists.
Well, like we're not talking about the past. We're talking about the
Yeah, she wants to
nowadays.
talk
Like,
about the past, like just cherry picking. But that doesn't matter how many scientists are believers or non-believers. It doesn't prove anything. So what I said, like we were talking about many gods problem right now, and she was like, oh, there would be fight. Yeah, I show you fight. I showed you fight in the universe.
No, for me, this is not fight. You
Oh, for
didn't
me, it's a
even let
fight.
me explain. Okay, let me explain, brother. You said an exploded star means a conflict. No, it's just death, like a random person died. It's the same because
Oh,
scientifics that a star when it's exploded, it's the end of its life. This is
so
how.
you can explain the universe without a god, right? You see how you can explain the universe without a god, and
Yeah,
yet
of
you believe
course.
that there is a god.
Yeah, I
So
believe
if
that
you
we
can
can.
explain the things in the universe without a god, that means you don't need a god, right?
No, this is not right, brother.
This is what you just did. You explained what's going on in the universe without a god.
Yeah, I know.
You
Because
know, then why
God
you're
gives
contradicting
us a
yourself?
brain. Brother, God gives us a brain. So
Sister,
we
yeah, that's why we are using these brains right now, and I'm questioning. Okay, and maybe there are many creators of this universe, and what you just said, oh, there would be chaos, there would be conflicts, wars, and I just showed you, and you immediately forgot even about your God. You started
okay.
explaining things scientifically without needing any God. That means you
Hell,
don't need any God to explain the things in the universe.
listen, brother. The fact that you can interpret some phenomena that happened on
But
this
that's
universe.
what you're doing when you stick to your
Yeah,
God.
yeah. The fact that I can interpret something without needing to God, that's doesn't mean that we don't need God. Okay?
That doesn't mean, yeah, I didn't say that there is no God at this
Right.
point. I said
Right.
there
What
can
he
be
said
many gods.
that you can explain the universe without needing a god. Like it is possible. That's what I'm saying. So what are you guys talking about exactly?
Okay, so the concept of a lot of gods. So if there is a lot of gods, as you are saying, even the possibility of a lot of gods. So which one he created, or they created all this universe together? This doesn't make sense for me
Why it doesn't
because
make sense for you? Like, well, but
okay, I will tell you why.
we humans can come together and we can create things, even when we are fighting. Even the
Yeah.
people who created something, they could have a fight, but still, that doesn't mean there aren't many people. Still, that
Mhm.
doesn't mean they can't do something together. If
Yeah,
humans
I
can, why
totally
not
agree with
gods?
you. I totally agree with you, and that's why I said that for gods it's not possible because human beings are humans. We are weak. We need each other, but gods
Okay,
does not.
gods are
If you
powerful. They could do better, right? They
okay,
can do better
one
than
god
us.
is enough. One god, which I want to say is
That
one god
doesn't
is
mean just
enough.
because one god is enough. Like one person is also enough to make a phone. Okay, but that doesn't mean a phone is made by one person. Okay.
No, one person is not
No,
able to make a phone because he,
can like Graham
no,
Bell
it's
was only one person and he made the phone.
okay.
So
I will explain to you why.
again, that logic is so bad, so bad. Okay, for
Okay, let
example,
me explain
table,
to
one
you.
table, one person can make a table, but that doesn't mean a table was made by only one person. Okay,
Okay,
maybe it
let me
was
tell it
one,
to
maybe it
you,
was
brother.
many. Okay,
Okay, you're not even letting me give you my arguments.
just because I'm trying to teach you something.
Okay, you said that one person can make a phone only by himself. Okay, so
Um,
where did he came from? Where did he bring the iron, the all the different things, the I don't know, the techniques? It's true that
Oh,
there is a lot of
yeah,
people before.
where your God brought the techniques or the method
Yeah,
to create
and
the universe.
this is why it's called God
No,
because
that's not
the
why it's called God. That's you want to call something God, and you
brother.
believe that there is such a thing. Okay, I don't care
You
about
are
what you
trying to
believe, what you
apply what
define.
is okay. You
No,
are
I'm
trying
trying to
to
show you simple logic. Just because one thing can be made by one person, that doesn't mean it was made by one person. Okay, just forget about the phone example. Yeah, phone is more complicated than you can reason with. Okay, so table
Mhm.
example. I gave you the
Okay,
table example. Why you don't focus on the table example?
okay. I'll focus on the table
One
example.
table can be made by one person. That doesn't
Mhm.
mean it was made
Okay,
by one person.
a table needs, first of all, a person who will put the seeds and grow a tree, and then a person who will cut it, and then the person who will make it in the shape of a table. So
Before
actually, it
humans,
needs
there were no
more.
trees. Before humans, there were no trees on this planet.
Sorry?
Before humans existed, there were not any trees, forests on this planet.
No, of course
So you
they
don't
were.
need a man for a tree, okay?
So the technique, where did he came with
Okay.
the?
Okay, you're asking bullshit questions. They're unnecessary. I can ask the same questions for your God. Where did your God learn those things? How he learned how to create a universe? From who?
Oh my God, that's the point, brother. You
That's
are
not the
trying to
point.
apply.
That's not the
You are
point.
trying. Okay, let me tell you. You are trying to apply things that are suitable for humankind. You are trying to apply it on a God.
No, no, no.
Why?
I'm trying
Why
to
there is a
apply the
God?
logic here, okay? Maybe, yeah, there is a God. Maybe this God is enough to create anything. We don't know that. And you don't know that also. You just believe in that. Just because you believe in that, that doesn't mean it's the case. Maybe there is a God outside. Maybe the God doesn't have a creator, but maybe there is something else that God needs to create other things, okay? Maybe that's how he created the universe. Maybe that thing didn't exist. Maybe God couldn't create this universe, okay? Like humans creating tables. Maybe God needed something else external to him, okay? So this is also another scenario which doesn't fit in your belief, because according
Okay,
to
I
your
will
belief,
tell
God
you something.
creates things out of nothing. But
For
that doesn't
me,
have to be the case, okay? So
okay,
I can ask any question, okay, about the creator of this universe if there's such a thing.
according to me, to my logical, if a God needs another God, another being, or any external thing to create something, then the definition of a real God
I don't
doesn't
care.
fit him.
I don't care. So that means there is no
And
God
this is
according to your
proved by a
definition.
lot of.
So that means there is no God according to your definition, but that doesn't mean there is no creator of this universe. So if you don't want to call God to the creator of this universe, it's your problem. I don't care. It's how you define things. I'm more open than you are, as I said before. If there is a creator of this universe, he's intelligent, he's powerful, he can create this universe and humans in it, then I will call it God. I don't care if you don't call it God, okay? It will
But
be
this is
my
not only.
God.
This is not only my own belief.
I
It's
don't
all the
care.
philosophy
I
and
don't
all
no
the
no
philosophy
no. It's not all
telling that.
philosophers. It's just Muslims and
Trust me, you
Christians.
can't
Okay.
deny all philosophy, because if you deny it, you will deny
I'm not
everything
denying
else.
you are just trying to misrepresent all of philosophy here. Okay. It's only Muslims and Christians who say that God is an uncreated being who created the universe. Okay. It's only you
By the
guys.
way,
Okay.
also Jews believe in the same thing. Why are you
Okay.
just for
Okay. That they are
focusing on?
minority. That's fine. Like Muslims, Christians, Jews. Okay. Are you happy now?
Philip Colbert, would you give yes to Senator Carrizo?
He was asking why you're so obsessed with him.
Oh,
Did you
thank
answer
you.
that question? Oh, buddy, I
What?
like you. That's the answer. Okay, I seen it. So he
Yeah.
wants to hear you, Senator. You have a fun here. Fan, sorry.
Yeah, Senator. So, what do you believe in, philosopher? Are you like atheist?
I'm an agnostic atheist.
Oh, okay. I'm atheist myself. So
Okay.
Nazreen,
Yes.
the observations that you make in the real world is that there's an explanation why everything happens, a natural explanation why everything happens. Now, if you go back far enough, like you're trying to do, to the beginning of everything, which there's really no such thing necessarily, I don't know. You turn into an argument from ignorance because you can't explain what natural thing is the cause of anything or everything, because you can't explain it. You then break all the rules and say, "Oh, let me tell you about this God, and let me tell you how amazingly powerful and how he doesn't need anything." This is just a definition, like you said, of something to fill the void of your inability to explain things naturally. It's an argument from ignorance. That's all it is. We don't go that route. We don't jump from the natural to the unnatural because we can't explain it. We could have done that with lightning a long time ago, where we thought it was a god throwing thunderbolts. Nobody could explain it, but eventually they did. And again, this is a huge challenge to understand the very beginnings of the
Sir.
universe.
So actually, Haras, I really appreciate what you said, and I think
You're saying that it is ignorant, but I want to bring to your. Listen.
Go ahead,
Senator.
Nazreen. Go ahead, Nazreen. What were you going to say?
Okay, I think your arguments are much stronger than what Phil is saying, but in the point that
Thank you, Horatio.
Thank you for outshining me.
You see, oh, where is the Black Cloud?
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that you are
He
right,
left.
but I'm saying that you
Yeah.
are better in arguing than what Phil is doing. But
Okay.
in the same time, the fact that we can't understand
In the same
another
time,
opinion
we were saying the
doesn't
same
mean that.
things.
Sorry?
We
Go
were
ahead.
saying the
Finish.
same thing.
Finish it.
Anyway.
Nazreen, finish.
Okay, I'm saying that the fact that if we don't know how something is happening, so we can't say that we can't deny that there is a God, because we said that we don't know, so we have no evidence to reject God concepts.
Oh,
Did you
no, I'm sorry, Nazreen. You break all the rules when you suddenly have a conception of a God who is not bound by any rules of natural cause. He's not bound. And this is something that came out of your head. When it's all a natural explanation until we don't know. And then we still do not abandon the idea that there might be a natural explanation. We don't then break all the rules and create a mystical, magical God. It's just not logical.
Horatio, listen to
Yeah.
me. There is a lot of signs of God in this universe that we can observe. Like, for example, how
Yeah.
can you justify miracles like how Jesus, peace be upon him, born without a father?
Yeah, it's a mythology.
No, it's not a mythology.
No, it is. There have been many religious figures who claim to be born of a virgin, not just Jesus. So that's a running mythology that people like to use. For some reason, they think that having sex and creating life is dirty. So they want him born of a virgin. These are sick people that have to have a pure arrival of a savior. They're sick in their head. All right, that's all that is.
Historically, is proved, brother.
What?
Historically, there are a lot of historians who said about this. It's not only like one or two persons who said this. We can't deny a whole community concept just because we think that it's illogical.
Yes, we can.
We can if it doesn't apply physical rules that we
You have
understand.
thousands of people who think they see the Virgin Mary appear in South America, around thousands of people, and they're dismissed because it's nonsense.
Okay.
It's just
what about all the miracles that already was mentioned in some holy books in a lot of ancient periods, and they fit what we are seeing now in this present? How can you explain this?
First of all, to think that your miracles only occurred way back when that's a period of ignorance and mythology. You don't see that happening today. You don't. And there's no reason why it shouldn't be happening today if it happened back then. The only reason it happened back then is because people like to make up stories. Where do you think all of your mythology comes from? The ones that you reject, Zeus and Jupiter and all these guys, you've rejected all of that. That's mythology back in the day, way back when. That's when people didn't know, and so they made up stories and they made claims of miracles. But everybody makes claims of miracles way back when. You don't see them doing that today because we know better now.
Yeah,
There's an ignorance there that fosters this kind of nonsense.
okay, but there is a lot of things that scientifically wasn't justified in the past, but like there is a lot of scientific facts was mentioned in the holy book of Quran, also in the Bible, even in the Talmud. There were a lot of scientific facts, and in the past people didn't believe them, but now in present we can understand that it's scientifically proved. So how do you justify and how do you interpret this?
Where was
Like
it proved? Where
like
was it proved?
Yeah, there
Where?
was a lot of facts that were proved.
okay,
Where?
give me
Who
one.
proved what?
Can you mention
Where?
one?
Science
Yeah,
proved them.
proved what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you can't.
example.
Okay,
We
I will
need
mention
example.
one.
But you
Okay,
can't rely holy books that it's changeable. That's sorry. You suppose it's facts and it's not changeable to science that it's changeable. Science can't change in 2 hours or in a future.
Yeah,
yeah, and okay, this is what makes a holy book holy because it
Uh,
fits every period. It
Yeah,
is
but you can't tell me those stuff in the holy book is scientifically true and rely the holy book on science, but science is changeable.
yeah. Look at the best example coming from Muslims. They were always using Big Bang to prove their book, right? And right now, people are discussing about Big Bang. It might have been in a different way. So now we understand it differently. Okay. Still, we can talk about something called Big Bang, but now we understand it very differently. And it doesn't fit in the Quran, also. And Muslims were so happy when they were mentioning about Big Bang. But what about now? So, which one is wrong? Science? Again, it is wrong? Or Quran is wrong? Because now they're not matching. There's a mismatch here. Like one of them must be false. At least one of
Yeah,
them.
also in the past, Islam told us the earth is flat because they relied again on Greek philosophies that says the earth is flat, and now they say it's round
oh my god.
because science changed.
There is no way that the Holy Quran said that the earth is flat. Trust me, all these persons who are saying this, they are misunderstanding the Quran because the real interpretation.
I'm not telling someone misunderstood the Quran. It's Ibn Kathir, one of the greatest
Ibn Kathir
scholars
didn't
of
say that the
tafsirs in
earth
the
is
whole
flat.
world. He said earth is flat.
No, can you give me the evidence? Because I already read the whole book of Ibn Kathir and I didn't find this. So if you are made in this up, just give me an evidence.
You should know that John is an ex scholar who studied these things deeply.
Wait, I'm searching for the evidence.
Yeah, but actually I've already read all the books of Ibn Kathir and I didn't find where did he mention that the earth is flat. Actually it's totally the opposite. The Quran is much more how do you say, it's confirming that the earth is like round.
I don't care about that in this stream because people already knew it way before Muhammad. That's why, like, the shape of Earth doesn't matter. But if someone can prove that Quran says that Earth is flat, that would be a bad thing for you also. But anyway, and he said Ibn Kathir, so it means it's not
Trust
from
me,
the
you will not
Quran.
find this. I will give you the verse and how did they wrongly interpret it and the real interpretation. Because I know which verse is speaking about. Most people think that this verse means that the earth is flat, but it's not because they
But
don't
who
really
decides? Who?
understand Arabic.
Oh, really? This guy is a native Arabic speaker. You can talk to
Sorry?
him. You can talk to him. He's an Arabic speaker.
Yeah, I'm a
Who?
native.
Yeah, this guy, John, that you're talking.
John. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I speak Arabic fluently. If he has any question, I'm ready to answer.
Why
Maybe in
he?
Arabic I will answer better because my English is not that good.
Can I add a quick, like, can I make a comment?
Go ahead.
Go on.
Yeah,
While they're
Horatio,
searching.
you have pointed out that her reasoning is based on ignorance, right?
Well, it ends up there, yeah.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. Do you know, one of the co-founders of today's modern physics arrived at the same conclusion.
Okay.
Isaac Newton. Isaac is in his very famous book Principia. After many pages of calculations, he concluded that the laws of the universe requires an intelligent being to sustain these laws. Do you understand me?
I understand you, and it's the silliest thing I've ever heard. That you need a creator to sustain these things. These things have attributes of their own. They don't need sustaining. Back in that day, everybody was influenced heavily by religion, by Christianity specifically. So for him to not escape it is not unreasonable. He
Okay.
may stay in that.
So okay,
I
then
will give you,
okay,
Senator, I will give you 2 examples, okay? One from
but it is not my idea. It was Isaac Newton.
Yeah, I will give you one example from Isaac Newton and another example from Tesla, okay? So, do you know that something that Newton couldn't understand at that time was understood by Einstein? You know that, right? So he couldn't explain, then Einstein came and he explained. Like he brought a better understanding about how those, physical rules are working. Okay. So we know that he couldn't explain everything properly about what he was even, claiming. Yeah, still we use what he brought, but it was missing. So don't you think that it's so easy to fill a gap with any kind of belief? It's very easy. Probably he has done that. He couldn't explain something. He said, "Oh, wait a second, I can't explain that. It must be God." That was the first example. And this second example about Tesla, he was a great inventor, right?
Buddy, do you know it was not just
Let me
like he didn't
finish.
say
Let
this.
me finish
He
my
didn't.
fucking example. Let me finish.
Yeah, sorry, but he
So,
didn't say this for no
I
reason.
will fucking mute you if you interrupt me again. I will finish my example, then you can talk, okay? So, he was a great inventor, okay? And he somehow started getting some signals. And he said, wait a second. These must be Martians sending signals to us. He was so fucking clever. And he made that conclusion. But later on, we learned that it was just cosmic background wave. That was it. It was not aliens. So people, scientists, or such inventors, they can make mistakes. They can make even really huge mistakes. So that's fine. Like just because what Newton believed about God doesn't mean anything here, okay?
By the way, I give the proof here in the link. You can check
Oh,
it out.
link. Okay. I hope she's checking the link.
But I think like when you say that there is no evidence for the existence of God, you mostly rely on science, right? Scientific community.
No, I don't say there's no evidence. I just say that the evidence is poor. My approach is different to the evidence. And anything can be evidence for anything.
Okay, and what is your tool to measure evidences?
Oh, like I check the claims and I check if the evidence is matching with the claims. For example, if you're claiming that there is this magical creature who can do anything, I want to see such an evidence, okay? If I don't see that, then I don't need to believe in such a thing. So if you believe in, like you have a, unicorn friend, which is invisible, like how can I start to believe in them? Okay, show me magic, because unicorn is about magic, right? Show me some magic. And then that would be a good evidence for me. But you're claiming that there is a creator, but we don't see. Okay. We don't have, like what is the good evidence for a creator?
But you agree with me that like many atheists rely on science, like
what?
When they reject the existence of God, many atheists rely on science.
They don't
Pretty
need
much.
to. They don't need
Well,
to.
well, it's definitely one of the arguments. Why? What's the problem?
There's
And
no
because
scientific argument for
no,
the
because
non-existence of God.
philosopher has just mentioned that scientist who established the scientific field can make mistakes and have made many mistakes in the past.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's what human beings do.
Yeah, that is
evidence.
that is what I mean.
So what?
So what's your point?
Science doesn't claim that there is no God, okay? Science just works with what it can see, observe, test, and it proceeds like that. Like science cannot try to explain something with something that they don't know, they don't have evidence for it. But that doesn't mean they reject God or they're making claims about God. Yeah, scientists can be atheists as well, they can be believers also. But you can't say that it's scientifically proven that there is no God. There's no such a thing in science. Science doesn't care about God even.
I'm interested in the natural world. That's all we see.
It's seemingly natural. That's the thing.
And you know what
And,
kills me? These religious people, they know so much about their God. They can describe his attributes, and he's so much this, he's so much that. You're talking about something you've never seen or heard, and yet you're very sure of what he's like. It's amazing to me. Amazing.
yeah, sometimes they behave like God is their best friend, shares every secret with them.
Every description of God came from the mouth of a man. That's it. Never came, God never revealed himself to anybody.
These are bigger claims.
It's always a man talking. Well, this is what God is. Get
Buddy.
the hell out of here.
But actually, we cannot see wind, but we can feel it.
Okay, so
It is buddy. Like, cannot you just figure out what I'm trying to say? Like, you cannot see wind, but you can feel like it's a fact, and then you arrive at a sensible conclusion because you're claiming that you're saying that religious people do not see God, but they know God very well.
yeah, no, I understand that through indirect evidence, they have arrived at the conclusion there's a God because they can't explain everything unless there is a God. I get that. But that's just an argument from ignorance.
Exactly. So we use our senses, right? Like real senses, like skin. That's how you
But
feel the wind, right? So for other things, we use other sensors, right? Eyes, ears, nose, mouth. So we use all those things to test things or to understand
Your
they
evidence
exist.
for God, your evidence for God is simply our ignorance. That's all. That's all you have for evidence.
You
Our
cannot
ignorance.
touch the God. You cannot hear the God. You cannot see the God.
Okay, so Horatio, how do you interpret the presence of the soul? So since you can't see your soul and your brain, does this mean that it doesn't exist?
The concept of a soul is something that somebody made up because they think you have to be judged by what you do and all this. It's complicated and it's very authoritarian and it's very disciplinarian. It's all of that stuff. That's why you have a soul, so you can be punished or rewarded. That's simply a concept based in human desire for justice. That's all. People want justice, so they give you a soul, and that's going to be judged. That's all that is. You don't have what soul? What are you talking about, soul? It's just based in our desire to judge each other. That's all it is. And that's what we do. We judge each other.
Soul is not different than your God. You should also prove that a soul exists.
Nisreen, back to the point of the scientific proofs in the Quran. The
Yeah,
Quran
I
says,
found the verse. If you want me
yeah,
to read.
yeah. There's another
Uh,
one also. I just send it to you, and I send the tafsir of the Ibn Kathir. I know the verse what it says, and I know the modern tafsir of it, and I know the old tafsir of it also. But there's another thing. The Quran says that the
Uh,
baby in his mother
sorry,
womb.
sorry, sorry, John. Let's make it clear. So your claim was there is such an hadith or interpretation that Earth is flat.
No, that was a tafsir. I
no,
told her the tafsir of the old scholars,
Ibn
before they
Kathir.
found out that Earth is round, they said Earth
Okay.
is flat.
So you
But
share
now,
you shared you shared the evidence.
yeah, it's Ibn Kathir tafsir here.
Did you check it, Nasreen?
I didn't find it. Okay, let me.
But he shared.
Actually,
Yeah, now he's
okay.
Yeah, and
sharing it
anyway, there's
again.
another thing. There's another thing. The baby in his mother womb in the Quran, it says that the bones will be created first and then the meat, which the muscles, which that totally scientifically wrong because the bones and the muscles are created at the same time according to science.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
can
the
you send it to me? Actually, the tafsir that you already sent is what it was translated from Arabic to English, and actually, in most of the times, the English translation is not appropriate and it's not correct. If you want to
Nisreen, I'm not an native English speaker. I'm a native Arabic speaker. When I look
you
up
are a
something, I
native.
look it up in Arabic.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you something in Arabic. Okay,
Oh, you
let
don't
me.
like this one in Arabic, just because
Okay,
it didn't fit your claim?
in Arabic. Yeah, it's this one actually. Okay,
No, the thing
it's
what we're talking about now is the baby in his
no.
mother
Actually, we were
womb.
speaking about the Earth. You said that
Flattered.
it's mentioned that it's flat. Okay, I will answer this one, and then we're gonna move to the next one. In the Quran, it is mentioned God Almighty gradually removes the light of the day from the places on earth that are covered by night, just as the skin of a slaughtered animal is gradually removed from its entire body. And this can only happen through the Earth's rotation around its axis in front of the sun. So it says totally the opposite of what you was saying. It
Can you tell me
confirms that
which?
the
Can
Earth
you
is.
tell?
No. That's a really far-fetched interpretation, Nasreen. That's unfair. So
But this is the real.
do you think that an animal is a globe?
What did you say?
Animal is a globe?
What do you mean by a globe?
I mean sphere, but look, we're talking about, Earth,
Ah,
right?
okay. You
The
mean
shape of the Earth.
how?
The Quran uses
Okay.
the example of removing the skin of the animal, right?
Actually, this is in the. It's like a clarification in the English traduction, but in Arabic, it's not the same. Okay, I will give it to
I mean,
you
it's
in
not the
Arabic.
same. Like an animal is not the shape of this planet, also. So if Quran is using this example, that means it's not close.
Just a second.
And again, you can take the skin
Okay.
of something if it's all flat. Also, it doesn't have to
Actually,
be
in the real,
sphere.
just this was just a example. It's not mentioned in the verse. Okay, I will give you the verse. John said that he can understand Arabic. I will give it to him in Arabic.
You can use Quran.com. It
Mhm.
gave it.
خلق السماوات والأرض بالحق يكور الليل عن النهار ويكور النهار على الليل وسخر الشمس والقمر كل يجري لأجل مسمى.
It's very, very understandable
Yeah,
to use
but
these words because when they look at the sky, it looks like half sphere, and they looked at the night and they
so
follow
funny.
each other. So why
It's
the
so
hell?
funny. It's so funny because the verse actually, if we're gonna translate it, it's saying the night is round and the day is round, not the earth.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about the earth. And if earth was flat, still they can write the same verse by just observing the sky, the night and the day. Doesn't matter because it's when they look at the sky, it's like half sphere, and the night and day they follows each other. That the darkness cover the light, right? So you can use those words even if Earth was flat, and that's fine. That words doesn't prove that Earth was a globe. Okay. I wish it was the only problem.
I think you want to say globe a little more with a little more enunciation. Globe.
Lobe.
Yeah, it's a long O.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's that? Oh, yeah, I kicked him. Sorry. Someone was complaining about my English. Globe. Oh,
Okay, so
She's gone.
this
yeah.
appears to be
I was hoping to talk about the baby
The baby.
and the mother's womb, because that's so obvious,
That's a dead end also. Like, they're.
Because yeah, the Quran says the bones will be created first and then the muscles, and which the modern science totally says strong.
I remember shared some articles that proves what they say.
this is the Quranic text that he's talking about.
Yeah, these are the verses.
Then we clothed the bones with flesh. Now,
That's exactly.
so I mean, you don't want to look. Oh, did she leave?
She
She
left.
said she has a connection problem.
Okay, that's too bad. All right. You don't want to look to the Quran for scientific wonders.
Oops, it didn't work. Maybe it's because I didn't write down. Oh, wait. Please provide me claims. Okay, it knows that it's from Quran. Fuck, that's not good.
Dude, I'm not lying. Oh, by the way, a lot of Muslims says that the Bible and the Torah is corrupted, but they believe that the Quran is not. But totally, the Quran is totally corrupted. Because actually, in Egypt, in Cairo, they have the old Osmanic Quran, and there's a lot of things missing from there, and you can see like the pages ripped off, and also the oldest one, I think it's in Sana'a, Yemen. They're not letting it public to the people because it's totally different than the Quran we have right now.
Oh shit.
Hey. Information of the carbon.
Yeah, pop or is everyone silent?
Yeah, that happens once in a while.
Yeah. I dislocated my right arm. It hurt so much. Like it happened like 2 days ago. Speaking of bones, um, yeah, that was unnecessary. Does anyone want to talk?
About
John Murphy, are you there? I feel
I'm
like
there.
your name is kind of familiar.
It should be. It's a famous character in a famous TV show. And
What?
it's also a famous Irish name that people
Oh,
claims
yeah.
it's an American.
Hey, John, what do you say about what AI said?
Sorry, philosopher, I didn't read.
What
I'm
do
not
you,
a. I'm not of a good reader.
oh, you can just read the last part.
So which comes first, muscles or the bones? Bones develop before the muscles. No.
That's what AI said, okay? I'm liar of AI.
AI makes mistakes. Okay.
Okay.
Have you read a
Dude.
scientific research about it?
As I
The
said, I'm
scientific.
liar of AI. I didn't claim that it was true. I just said, what do you think? So you think it's false? Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is, muscles and bones, according to the scientific research, they develop at the same time, at the same second.
Same second. Wow.
A minute.
Anyway, seemingly she'll not come back. And I'm not planning to recreate also. So I'm gonna leave. Yeah, so far
I'm back.
for oh, welcome back. But I'm leaving.
Oh, you're going?
Yeah, I think it's enough.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Thanks
I
for
was
all.
hoping that Nisreen comes back.
What?
I was hoping that Nisreen comes back.
Oh, okay, okay. You can wait.
But
You have time.
she actually left because she is defeated.
Let's don't assume. She was here after I muted him. She waited more than half an hour, I think. So
I don't think so, because if someone has an internet connection, the internet connection wouldn't allow him to write, I have an internet connection.
okay, but not always. I mean, people understand that they don't hear well. They think that it's bad, and they just write. They leave.
Yeah, and it wouldn't take that long, the internet connection, you know.
Okay, still, that's just an assumption. Anyway,
All right, guys. Have we all had enough for now?
for me, it was not enough, but I gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least we had some today.
All right.
Is the live ended now?
I'm ending it. Before that, I should say that thank you for all the guys. I see that you are typing. Maybe I should send you the link here for the website. Maybe you can continue typing here. It's up to you, but I'll end the stream.
I
You
guess
should know.
you'll need to put a link of the room every time in the description of the live.
I'll do that. I'll do that later.
Yeah. Just an idea. Or,
I know. Yeah, I know, but I'll do it later.
Yeah. Okay, I'm leaving also, so
Okay, thanks for
We're all
all
leaving the room. Bye.
on the YouTube. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Goodbye.